You're actually not an average fighter. You're a fucking good fighter.
The youngest ever.
A boxing icon, champion of the world, introducing Amir Khan.
At 17, I was in the Olympics. I won a medal for the country when no one ever expected. No one even knew who I was.
Yeah.
Then to come back home and the whole nation knows who you are. When I was at my peak of my career, bro, I was like an animal. I had no fear, I have no love. I'm going to war.
Yeah.
Watch the moment Amir Khan had his 72 grand watch stolen at gunpoint.
I thought it was a joke at first. When he put a gun out, obviously he pushed it to my face. I'm like, last thing I want is get shot in the face. Because I got older and I started making money and then I had a family. But that fire left my body, bro.
Jake Paul calls you right now, $50 million, fight me. What would you say?
I'll be stupid to say no to a $50 million. Oh, he's fighting against Mike Tyson.
That's not okay.
The thing is, Mike Tyson can still bang. But look, I like Tyson. What time is it in the US?
What, you want to call Tyson?
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
You want to call Mike Tyson?
So without further ado, I'm Radin Jerome. Wherever you are in your life or wherever you're going, whether financially, spiritually, or for your health, I hope you're on your way. Now let's get into it.
Amir Khan.
How's it going, brother?
What's up, my brother?
Good seeing you, man.
Good
so
seeing
it's a pleasure,
you.
bro. It's always a pleasure, man.
Listen, I caught up with you the other night. Your vibe was crazy.
Yeah, no, alhamdulillah, you're just a normal guy, very chilled out. And it was just good to see, you know what I say in life is when you meet someone, it's the connection you get from someone else as well. You know what I mean? It's the vibes you get from someone, and like you got, like I can see your spirits are really high, and you like fun type of guy, and yeah, it just made the conversation easier.
I was surprised you were funny.
No,
I was like, man, you're funny.
No. I just like to have a laugh and.
Usually people like you, bulldogs. You know what I mean? Come on. We're just bulldogs.
See, a lot of people see fighters as like really serious all the time.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like they're hard men.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to mess with them or even tell them a joke because they might beat you up. But nah, it's different now, man. In this day and age now, I think we're more fun than anyone, you know?
Yeah.
We know we can fight, but we don't need to show that to anyone.
Yeah.
We're just good people, you know?
Yeah, and what's impressive to me about you is you're actually not an average fighter. You're a fucking good fighter. Like, in 100 years' time, in 200 years' time, God forbid, the day will come for all of us that we all die, right? But you will be remembered. You will be remembered as one of the greats.
Yeah.
Because, dude, you're the youngest medalist in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Like your resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, you know, at 17, I was in the Olympics. I won a medal for the country when no one ever expected for me to do that. No one even knew who I was.
Yeah.
But it's crazy then to come back home and the whole nation knows who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously then being the youngest, one of the youngest to win a world title as a professional, and then you being the youngest to unify it. So, I mean, God's been kind, you know. I worked very hard all my life, and it pays off big time. You know, as long as you work hard, and I always had massive dreams as well. Like, oh, one day I want to be here. And I used to watch the greats like, you know, the Mike Tysons, Muhammad Ali's out there, Sugar Ray Leonard's. They were my favorite fighters, and I used to watch them. Then one day I want to fight in those arenas that they fought in. So the gold medal that Ali won in the arena in, I think it was Rome Olympics. I boxed in that arena as well and won a gold medal. And then, obviously, where all the great fighters like the Oscar De La Hoyas and all the top names like MGM Grand and New York Madison Square Garden. I boxed in them places as well. So like that was my dream, you know.
Yeah.
It was good, man. I mean, it was never easy because there's always things that can go wrong on the way. But I got to like fulfill my whole, you know, my dream really because. Boxing is a tough sport. Like, so you're always one punch away from getting hurt, and what happens, you can get beat and then they forget about you and they're on to the next one. But luckily I was always there and fighting the biggest names and the baddest names as well.
That's what's really impressive to me about you, is because you've got like, you're just a funny guy. Like, I look at you as like my brother. Like we grew up together.
Exactly.
Right? And it's like, but wait, this guy's like one of the greatest.
You know, I like to
that's
give
the weird thing.
Yeah, I like to give that people that feel when I'm around there. Like, honestly, like whenever I see people and you meet people, I like to give them that feel that I'm a normal guy and I don't want them to have their guard up.
Yeah.
Again, when I'm in there talking to me, you know, I want them to be very chilled and very like laid back and see me as a friend. And then that way we can we just start, everything flows from there.
Yeah. And that's a credit to your character, because you can have your guard up and they will have their guard up. But you bring your guard down first.
Yes.
right?
And I do it first.
You
always.
do it first.
I always like. I've met people who are so arrogant at times with me.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'm cool. I'm like, hey, bro, how's it going? And give them a hug and have a chat with them. How's the family? And they're like, oh, and then you slowly see them putting their guard in, and then they become nice guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't cost you to be nice to someone,
No, I heard a story about Sacha Baron Cohen. And you went to meet him, you're like, oh shit,
yeah.
Ali G.
How you know about that story, bro?
Right, I'm a professional,
Yeah,
right?
brother.
I'm a professional.
Wow, bro, you know that story. So only very little people know that. And
Yeah.
you know the thing was, I was world champion at that time. I was at MGM Grand Arena, I got invited to a Mayweather fight. And obviously then it got a bit crazy. As I was walking out, I thought, because he's from the UK as well. And I thought, let me go say hi to him.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy was so arrogant, but I just smiled and walked away.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't really bother about it. But it kind of hit me that if he's like that with people like us, or maybe he just didn't recognize me, but still you should never be like that with anyone,
Yeah.
Because, bro, you know how crazy it is? Like, I've met people after like 5 years of probably meeting them, because I was so nice to them. Now they are like they've got a big position like Apple, for example, or some big company, and they go, look, Amir, we want to send you some stuff because I remember when I first met you, I was a massive boxing fan, and you put your arm around me and you give me a picture, and I'm like, these are small things that we do, but people take it, they love it, you know what I mean? They never expect it.
Yeah.
And in the long run it works out, because these people might be restaurant owners because people always remember stuff like this.
Yeah.
You have to remember, and you don't want to upset someone one day where they'll always, then when they get bigger, they're going to be like, oh, I remember how you treated me.
Yeah.
And one day you're going to be on your own somewhere.
Yeah,
so
correct.
I've always been good with everyone. And it can happen. You can't walk around with bodyguard and stuff. And it's crazy, eh?
Yeah, I think that's why you are who you are. Like when I met you the other day, I was like, this guy's chill. But when I first saw you, I was like, fuck, that's Amir Khan. I was like, fuck, what is he gonna be like?
Hey,
right?
bro, can you believe it? It was only like a week away, and we sat in your car now doing a quick podcast.
I know.
It's crazy how
I know.
time happened. But look, I got great vibes from you as well, bro. When we got speaking. And I thought, you can always tell if an interview is going to be serious or fun or normal, or how it's going to be. Obviously, I knew that it was going to be good fun with you, because obviously you all smiled and you get good energy from me. So, you want to be around good people in life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I see life. And
life's too short.
it is, man. And especially what's happening around the world now is crazy. And obviously, we have to enjoy every moment. But at the same time, we have to be. We can't have no grudges in us. Just be nice to everyone.
What's it like being Amir Khan? What's it like being you?
So, in the UK it was a little bit different compared to Dubai.
Okay.
UK was different in the sense of I used to get up, drop the kids off to school.
In the UK?
Yeah, I used to do that, bro, because you know what? I wanted to bond with the children at that time, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You want to get close to them.
Yeah.
But I probably only, I said that I did it a few times. I probably did it very little times. My wife used to do it most of the time, I swear. But I used to be fast asleep, bro. So my time zone was all over the place. I've always been a night owl.
Yeah, okay.
I've always been that type of guy that sleeps really late, wakes up quite late as well. Because I know then, when I am awake, I want to maximize my whole day. And I know that everyone else is awake as well. But the worst is when in the evening when everyone's gone to bed and I'm sat there with a couple of friends, then I catch up with all my American friends. Like LA, and I used to be like, I'll catch up with them now,
Yeah.
So because we cross over to so many time zones, now I thought, you know what, I can catch up with this guy, catch up with that guy, and it's crazy, yeah. So that was so throughout the whole day, like I used to chill, go hit the gym. I have my own academy in Bolton, where I used to live. Some days you'll have to be doing appearances and stuff like that, but I was always I never really wanted to leave my hometown. I know what happens, sometimes people make a lot of money and they want to leave, and that was one thing I never was going to do. I thought I'll never leave. I'll stay in Bolton for my whole career, enjoy that time there. Then, and as soon as my career finished, that's when I moved to Dubai. So I live over here now. But Bolton was good, bro. Like, I could walk the streets there. People, literally, I must have taken a picture with everyone there. Like
in Bolton,
yeah. Like everyone knew me, and it comes to a stage when they always see you, like in a local shop, in a local bakery, in a local fuel station. They'll know you in the gas station, so they know who you are, and it's just like, oh yeah, how's it going? How's everything? To keep it very simple. Whereas when you go out of town, like only like 10 miles down the road, like, oh, you Amir Khan, oh, can I take a picture? Or, like, it gets really busy, you know, and
Sure.
it's crazy when my wife used to send me to do some shopping, and
You'd go to the shops. You'd go to Tesco in there pushing
bro,
a cart,
literally,
buying
bro,
milk.
I did that, bro. I swear, one time she sent me, I must have taken about an hour. Oh, but she was fuming. She was like, yo, are you like taking the piss? Like, where the hell are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I was just meeting people and with me. I like speaking to people as well. I like to have a chat with people and have a laugh with them. So then she's like, but you need to hurry up, man. I'm like, I've got the food on the stove and so, and I'm like, oh look, I'll be back in 5 minutes, don't worry, but I'll be 5 minutes, go to like an hour. So yeah, but like, I've always wanted to get
taking photos. I would compare you to like Muhammad Ali. You're the people's champ.
You have to
You're
be a
going
people's
around taking photos,
Yeah.
shaking hands, all that, right?
Yeah.
You know, Mike Tyson said something about Floyd Mayweather. He goes, "That's not the people's champ. He's hiding behind security. The people's champ are the people on the streets.
I
Do
saw
the
that
people love
interview,
you?"
which is true.
Yeah.
Because look, you want to be out in public and you want to be like them. You know what I mean? Like Muhammad Ali or myself or other fighters never go out with security guards that people feel a little bit intimidated when they want to come up to you. Like Floyd, who's going to walk over to Floyd? Floyd's always got so many big men around him. They're going to be scared to go over to him, you know, because they might get pushed away by a big bouncer. So they're going to be like, oh, you know what? So Floyd needs that because obviously the thing is, with his attitude, he's made a lot of enemies probably. And the way he talks about people and stuff like that. So he needs the security. Alhamdulillah, with us, we don't need that. I go around anywhere and everywhere on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's nice.
Even in the UK, which isn't a smart idea.
UK could be difficult because I made that mistake one time.
What happened? Tell me.
So what happened was, me and my wife, honestly, this was crazy, yeah? So I'm walking around London, I had a really expensive watch on. I mean, the watch, okay, really expensive. I'm not saying it's like in the top, like in the hundreds.
Sure.
It was like probably maybe $60,000-$70,000. And so I'm walking around with it. Now, I know that watches are getting robbed, but I'm like, oh, who's going to come to me? Like, you know, and plus, like, you know, no one's going to come. But this one was a bit of a bling one, so it was in your face.
And also, you can punch.
And yeah, and so we're going to East London now for a steak. And I like this one steak spot I go to, and next thing, bro, like, you know, when you just even forget about that, you're always getting watched. There's people in the restaurant coming over for pictures. You're always getting watched. People are watching what you're wearing, watching what your wife's wearing. So then we walk outside, and I was walking to my car. Some guys pushed me and pushed me to the car. My back hits the car, and I thought it was a joke at first.
You thought it was
one of my friends, you know, my friends are like that, you know, we all have a laugh. And I thought, you know, so it's going through my mind, is this what's going on here? And the guy pulls a gun out. When he pulls a gun out, obviously he puts it to my face. I'm like, last thing I want is get shot in the face, you know what I mean? So I didn't know what he wanted first. I did not know what he wanted because I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And so I turned my head because if he's going to shoot, I'd rather not see the gunshot. So I look away, and he then says, I just hear a voice saying, take off your watch. When he said that, I was like, and obviously it was quite easy, so I clipped it off, boom, done. So he took the watch and left. So, but it was just that moment which kind of put that fear in my head that, look, this can happen anytime. I've always all my life, from the age of 17, 18, always wore very expensive watches and clothing and stuff like that. But then it gave me a stage, it gave me a wake-up call. This stage of my life where I'm retired, I want to just chill, but I'm getting guns put to my head and it's very dangerous. So I said, I'm just going to come to Dubai and move here and start living here, because in Dubai they don't tolerate that, you know.
No.
And you can wear any watch you want here. Look we've got watches on here and stuff like that. But the thing is, I just didn't want to be someone, because everyone knows you there as well, so you stand out like a sore thumb anyway. But it's just that in Dubai you got so many celebrities, you got so much security, your cameras everywhere. But that was the move for me then, to move from UK, which I felt upset about because I love England to bits. I felt really upset about it because I don't want people thinking that, oh, he's made his money now, he's retired as a fighter, now he's gone to Dubai. No, it wasn't that reason. The reason was because I need to keep my family safe. Now imagine I had my daughter in my hand, or in my arms, had my son with me. Imagine, you know, they saw something like that. It's trauma. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm in a safe place.
Yeah.
And yeah, my main goal is to move back to UK one day. But at the moment, while my kids are growing, and yeah, it's better for me to be here.
I just met your daughters. They're so cute. You wouldn't want them in that scene.
You know, it's funny
like
when
that.
I come down, I came from the room when I got changed and I said, Daddy, where you going? Because every morning I take them for a walk or take them for a buggy ride. I got a buggy at home.
I saw that. Was that outside your house?
Yeah. So they go, Daddy, where you going? And I said, I've got an interview with you. Because like I said, I don't do that much work over here, like interview-wise. If I do it, I have an office in the room, an office upstairs, and I do all my interviews in the office so the kids don't really hear or see anything. I'll do my Zooms and stuff like that, but it's like a one-off when someone will come to the house and do interviews. So, like, Daddy, who you do interview with? And I go, you want to come say hello? Yeah. Come. So that's when I brought them outside. Yeah. And they're like really excited. So like my kids, like they didn't know my life was that crazy, you know, how it was. Here we've been able to live a very simple life. So they're like, hey, come and say hello to him. So they come out and they're like so excited to see someone. I was like, whoa, you acting like you've been locked up all your life. You know, but they just got back from school, so but they got a good routine as well. Yeah. So normally around this time, I normally take them for a little buggy ride, and take them to the shop, get them some ice cream, or take them to the cafe. They sit there and chill. Here I can do that, man.
They were so cute, dude. When they ran out.
You got kids?
No kids.
Oh, no kids.
No.
Also, so like obviously when you have it's crazy. It's one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah.
You know, you love your nephews and nieces. I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
But when you have your own child, I mean, it's totally different. Like the way they love you, you know, like how my daughter loves me. Well, the youngest one, like loves me to bits, like, you know. And the way
it was obvious. She's
makes me
girl.
soft. Yeah. She makes me soft, man. So I think that's when, and maybe that was one of the reasons as well why I maybe retired from boxing, or I lost that love for it, because, you know, I wanted to be around my family and be around my kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes you need your break if you go away with your friends or family. But the thing is, I thought I need to focus on them now. And you know, when someone loves you so much and you're just thinking about them and you want to be around them, you know, so it makes it hard for you to then. Because when I was at my peak of my career, bro, I was like an animal. I was not loving no one. Like I was just me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was in that. I had that one vision of being that champion and being one hard guy in the world, like just not caring, have no fear, have no love. I'm going to war. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the mindset I had. But then as you get older and you have a family, you have kids, it makes you a little bit soft. And that was one of the reasons back in 2022 I called it a day, because I knew that I didn't have that fire in my belly. You know, when the fire's gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But listen, I just saw your kids and like the way they embraced you and you're playing and everything. I wouldn't listen, and you're financially set.
Yeah,
right?
you're not.
And they're financially set, right? So it's like I wouldn't want to get punched in the face anymore.
No,
either.
exactly. And I wish you saw my son. He's having a little nap.
Oh, is he?
He has his afternoon naps, just to reserve that energy. You know what I mean? You know, he's nuts, bro. So he exactly looks like the middle one that was the one that he's outside. But she's the second
second oldest.
She's the middle one.
Yeah. And then your son's the eldest.
Youngest.
Oh.
The son's the youngest, and that was my oldest daughter. So the son is a lot bigger than the middle one, but it's strong, bro. Like believe it or not, you know what people say to you, that genetics pass on. Yeah. Bro, I really believe that now. Yeah. Because so my girls are really active. The middle one is more like her mum, quiet, soft, and loves makeup and stuff like that. She always look pretty and stuff. Sure. Like I was on her phone the other day. I seen her phone, and she got all these pictures of like makeup, doing all these poses and stuff. Like I'm like, whoa, she's only 5. Yeah. What the hell are you doing? Yeah. It was crazy, you know. Yeah. Like, and then she goes like, she does gets her mom's makeup, and she goes, I'm just doing some makeup. Yeah. I'm like, yo, she's only 5 and she's doing this, you know what I mean? We don't know what makeup was anything was then at that age. But my son is, like my son and my oldest daughter are very like me, very sporty, very active, like they run around everywhere and they're so very strong. Like my daughter was coming first in sports day in school and doing really well and getting trophies and medals from school, and same with my son, you know, he's just full of energy and reminds me of me, because when I was young, I don't know if you know this, but I was really hyperactive. I was really naughty, bro. That even teachers at school would have to have my parents there. Like I would get kicked out of schools, maybe 4 or 5 schools. They won't let me in because I was always fighting and I was aggressive and taking the bikes and throwing them. And
No way.
Yeah, I was just a bad apple, bro.
I heard you got expelled for eating the teacher's cake.
Can you believe that one? Can you believe that one?
Just cake?
Yeah. So what happened was, I was probably more naughty. Maybe it was just
It was like
a
the
build-up.
last straw.
It was a build-up,
Last
innit?
straw, yeah,
And
yeah.
So what happened was the teachers. That's what I was told. Yeah, teachers' cakes there on a desk, and I went over and ate a cake.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is quite funny though. You know,
Yeah.
think about it, you think, I must have been a really naughty kid, but and I see that my son, he's the same way.
Yeah.
But with my wife, and nowadays with the education and the home tutoring as well, I think we have the money to do that yet. Maybe my parents at that time didn't really know much
Correct.
about that, you know,
Yeah.
or didn't have the funds at that
Yeah.
time. But because we have it, we should use these. And now my kid's like, he's calming down, but I can see that fire in his belly. Like he just wants to go
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah. Well, dude, you passed on your genetics. I mean, that if you didn't, they wouldn't breed racehorses like champion
Yeah,
racehorses.
true. But
right?
it's crazy, but I couldn't believe it when people say, "Oh yeah, you know." But so I could just see in him, like, you know, when so I'm that type of guy. Like, so I feel him. I feel his arms and shoulders, and he's solid, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, and he's really heavy and dense. I'm like, so,
How old
you
is
know,
he?
He's now 4 years old.
4 years old.
3 years old, sorry.
Okay,
3 years old.
jeez.
And he's solid, bro. Like, and like he just doesn't care, and he looks like me as well when
How
I
old
was
are you?
young. I'm now 37.
37. You got a 3-year-old.
He got a 3-year-old.
3-year-old, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so, and he looks like me exactly when I was young.
Really?
My baby pictures in his, like you can
Yeah.
see, and when you look at him, people know he's my son, like
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
away.
yeah.
You know, he's like,
Yeah.
so it's just a bit. Yeah, it's funny because genetics move on and try to pass on because, I mean, I like him to be a fighter or better than me, but the thing is, I know how hard the sport is, and I don't want him to fight. You know what I mean?
But everything's hard.
I know, yeah, life is
Everything's
hard. No, life is hard. Yeah.
Any industry you choose to be the best.
Maybe
hard.
not getting punched in the face, maybe though.
Listen, your face looks good.
I'm not having it, please.
Honestly.
Come on. You know, I mean,
Your face
I've got-
looks good. You got a
I
straight
feel it.
nose.
Yeah, I mean, it's a straight nose, but got a little thingy here. This happened on the Maidana fight in 2010, and I remember that guy hit me so hard, bro. Like my nose was all busted up from here. Like I think it's a little bit thicker here than it is anywhere else. But I mean, to be honest with you,
But you kept fighting.
I kept fighting, yeah, 100%. But the thing is, yeah,
That's
I
one
mean,
of my favorite. That's one of my
What a
favorite.
hard fight, man.
Yeah, I know.
It might have been your favorite, wasn't mine?
No, but that fight.
The fight itself
was an
you know,
incredible
watching
fight.
it on TV sometimes I think, how the hell, like, you know, that fights, I mean, they were hard fights.
Yeah.
They had like crazy fights that you can only have a few of in your career like that, but I had a
Yeah.
few hard fights, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm still in a good position where I'm able to talk, and that's where fighters then start slurring and they forget things, and I mean, I've started forgetting things, which helps me, which when I do forget things, and this is probably just because I've got so much going on in my life, I use it to, well, my wife says, "Oh, you forgot to do this, or you forgot to do that, or I've told you, did I tell you to do this?"
Yeah.
And it gets into an argument, but how to end the argument, I said, "Babe, look, I got hit in the head for a living. I got being punched on my life, and I forget things."
You're so lucky.
I swear, bro.
You're
you know
so
what?
lucky.
It just ends the whole argument.
Oh, of course.
Like,
you're
they're gonna
so
be like,
lucky.
But yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my getaway now.
Yeah.
I use that everywhere I
Oh.
go. But it's probably has some truth in it.
So
but,
lucky.
But yeah.
Well, no, I don't feel like it's got truth to it when it comes to you. Because here's the thing, I forget stuff all the time, right? You know what my friends call me Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
No way. I know you got Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
So I'm always like, oh, you know what I mean? And like, what's my excuse? Smoking a lot of weed? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But the thing is, I think, you know, with life, I think we have the opportunities and we have the things like the social medias. We have access to a lot of things to keep us busy. You know what I mean? Like the social media, or if you want to speak to this person, get hold of this person, people with telephones, FaceTime, Zooms. You're so busy with things, and because we don't want to miss the chance or our opportunity, we end up adding it onto the list and then before you know it, there's too much. You start forgetting things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, we talked about Dubai before, right? And really, honestly, I'm enjoying this conversation massively. Like, I'm not even looking at questions or nothing. It just flows.
Go with the flow, man. It's better.
Yeah,
man.
with me, it flows with the flow.
Yeah.
But it's just dot points anyway. Just so I don't forget, because they call me Sleepy Joe.
Oh yeah.
Have I taken my meds? You know, we talked about obviously Dubai being safe and everything, and you know, it's all good. For your daughters, it's perfect, right? It's safe, everything like that. But for your son, and this is, I put myself in your position, and I think about this often. For my son, I credit a lot of my success in business to trauma, right? Have you heard the phrase, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight in the dog?
Yes.
You've got a lot of fight, right? And that's probably come to you from trauma, right? From your childhood, from growing up in England and stuff like that. Your son doesn't have that trauma here, bro.
I know. I've heard that before. It's going to make kids soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard that from a lot of people that living here, because if you think about it, they fall on the floor and they're made, are you okay? And they were touching them. But when we fell on the floor, they'd be like, hey, you better get up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is a little bit different here. But I don't know. I mean, look, now we live in this world now where you don't want them to be, why do you want the kids to be strong and hard? Like, what for? They're not going to go to war.
True.
No, I mean, wars with everyone that they see on the street, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, we have to be gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm sure, look,
You're right.
I'd like him to teach him a few little, some boxing.
Oh, he'll know how to fight.
And I know how to fight, but that's all.
Yeah, he'll know how to fight. Yeah.
But not to be like that, to be streetwise, like, you don't need to be streetwise here, so, and I think the way things are going now, the world is everywhere's gonna become like this as well. It's gonna be very safety, peaceful. Who wants drama? Do you want drama?
Nobody wants drama.
No one really wants it. It's only a handful.
Drama. Yeah, exactly.
There's only a handful of people who want to fight. I hate fighting outside. Like, but I'll avoid throwing a punch outside because I just hate fighting outside.
I know. Also,
you might be surprised there, because I think it's surprising that when I said that, because a lot of people would be like, because I'm a fighter, I'm a boxer, but I'd like to maybe.
It doesn't surprise me because I know your character. You're a peaceful guy.
Yeah.
You just want to hang out and joke around and all that stuff.
And it's never the fight. We always walk away from fights.
Yeah.
If anyone ever, even if someone throws a punch or says something, we can smile and walk away.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? But then sometimes if the punch is a little bit hard, then obviously you come back with one. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's like automatic reaction. Yeah.
Did you grow up rich?
I grew up pretty middle class, really.
Middle class.
But to be honest with you, like, whatever we wanted, we got.
You had.
Or had. So yeah, we was on a lucky, maybe just a little bit above middle class, but it was good. Like, not spoiled. My dad worked hard, and that's what I seen it from. My dad obviously had his own garage, he had his own scrapyard, he had his own business, and that way he was always busy working and obviously providing for us.
Sure.
So that, in a way, made me realise that how hard he works. You know what I'm saying? And Mum was there looking after us. But then we did go to places like Pakistan when we were young. I used to remember how people used to live there. And that made me more stronger, because I was like, these people can survive what they've got. And we've got everything in the UK, including the health and everything. These guys, doctors can't see the doctors, can't even afford to see the doctors. That's the poor they are. And I went to villages, and that's when I realised that, look, we are very lucky to be in the position we're in. And and that's one of the reasons I also started my Amir Khan Foundation.
Yeah.
Because I love travelling, yeah? And when I travel, I sit with people and they don't know who I am, they don't know how much money I've got. And I get speaking to them on a proper level, and they tell me about I've been to villages and sat with people, opened my fast with people, ate with people, had dinner with people, and they've got, these people have literally nothing.
Yeah.
And that's when I want to go and help them, and then later on, I never tell them who I am or what I've done. I always like to speak to people like normal. And so that's why the Amir Khan Foundation, I'm always hands-on myself, because I like to go to places myself and sit there and experience it, instead of being the guy who sat back in the office and sending the money or raising the money or using his name to raise the money. Nah, it's about going there physically. And I'm a big believer of charity, because it humbles you as a person.
So the reason I ask that, did you grow up rich, is because, like, now your son probably has the opportunities to be able to go, Daddy, I want to be a developer. I want to build my own buildings, and you can go, yep, no worries. I know the people, and I've got the resources and the financial backing, and I can, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of got it a lot easier than you had it.
Yeah. So
he doesn't need to fight.
Yeah. No, he doesn't need to, because we've got all the contacts. Yeah, you know what, you are right there. And I'm not talking like small contacts, I'm talking big contacts.
Correct.
Contacts.
You're Amir Khan.
Like, if you want to maybe if you want to do a building, maybe we can get in touch with the Imar team, you know what I mean? Or or get in touch with like a select group or something like, you know? Yeah, 100%.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. But, I've earned that for them, man.
Exactly.
I've earned it for them, and if someone in the family was going to do it, then obviously Daddy did it, and I've done it for them, and it's about passing it on to them. But then it's about them then building it even bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Than it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can only do something for them.
Yeah.
It's about them taking it to that next level.
Yeah, but you provide them the education and the know-how and stuff
That's
like that.
and that's what very important to me is the education. So I'm a big believer of kids going to school, being educated. So my kids as well, like they'll do their school, they'll come home, they'll do homework with the tutors. They'll do sometimes they'll do weekend classes, and also at the same time they'll do Islamic classes as well, because I don't want them to forget the religion. So Quran class at home, they'll go through everything, they'll read it, they'll know the understanding of it as well. So I'm a big believer of teaching your kids, and this is our duty, is to teach them, and hopefully they make something out of it,
What's it like being famous?
I think it's normal, honestly. It's how you see it. It's just that you got more eyes on you and people know who you are. So you can't make a mistake, really. That's one thing. Secondly is, you get appreciated and you get love from people. So that's a nice thing. Keeps you going, it keeps you alive, man. I mean, I love when someone comes and says, hey, yo, what's happening? Amir Khan, and they hug you and they appreciate you. I don't like these people. When I used to watch some stuff on TV and I see some celebrities, oh no, Papa, really deep down they love it. Just go, oh yeah. But nah, they love it, man, deep down, because when it's not there, they can be like, where's it gone?
Yeah.
Or when people don't come for pictures because it's so arrogant to people.
Yeah.
With me, I just keep it simple, keep it baseline. Where it's hi, bye, hello, let's have a chat with them, keep it good, everyone. But look, it's a nice thing to be loved and to be cared for, and people know your career, and you think, wow, it's not only me that knows my career. Other people appreciate what I've done. I appreciate it to bits. What boxing done for me, and how hard it was. But other people appreciate it as well. So it's a nice thing, So it's nice to be recognised and to be appreciated, man. It's one of the nicest things out there.
Give me a scenario where being famous wasn't, you're like, listen, I'm just trying to be here with my kids, I'm trying to have dinner, leave me alone.
No, it can get bad. It can get bad sometimes, where sometimes it can get, it's got to a stage where sometimes when you're with your family and friends, they leave you to it. You're taking pictures of everyone and they have to go somewhere, they'll just leave. And I'm like, yo,
wait for me.
Wait for me, man. And I think, but look, it can get a little bit bad sometimes where some people will try it on as well.
Yeah, okay.
Someone might say something disrespectful.
Yeah.
They might bring up, oh yeah, you got beat up by this guy, you got knocked out.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's a bit silly, really, that they say that, because it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think it'll bother any other fighter. It's just that how people can be so negative and
sure.
And also then there'll be other guys who'll do, maybe if I've done some things wrong in my life, they'll make a whole bloody podcast about it. Just for a bit of 2p fee, for 2 pence fame. So they'll make a big hoo-ha of it. Oh yeah, guess what, guys? This what happened, and we've got this evidence. And oh yeah, if you look at this, we've got the person it happened with. So there, look, we can interview you. I'm not thinking, really. So people sometimes want their 2 pence worth in it.
Why do they gotta do that?
I don't know, bro. It's just the life. You know what? It's because they're not happy with their own life. They want to destroy other people, or they want to put other people down. They're not happy. They're just miserable people, or they want to be something they're not, or they envy that person. That's the only way I see it.
Or they just want fame and clout.
Fame and clout, and showing that they're a bad man or whatever.
But getting it in the sleaziest way.
In the sleaziest way,
right?
Don't you think?
The sleaziest way, bro.
It's like you now interviewing, talking shit about someone who's maybe well known. It's not a nice thing to do. People is like, first of all, you don't even know him. You're both in different fields. Yeah. Who the hell are you to talk about another man? So you do get a lot of guys who do that, and I just think it's so bad of them, because you think, what, like,
focus on making money, bro. Do
focus on making money, but at the same time, it's like, I just can't believe it. I can't get my head around why another man, for example, would talk bad about another man.
Yeah.
If other women were involved and stuff. So I think sometimes it's just that this world, people just want, it's all about the numbers.
Yeah.
They just look at the numbers on their social media, likes. Like, I don't like posting nowadays, bro.
Yeah, I noticed that. You don't really post.
I hardly post, bro.
Yeah.
And my wife's having a go at me saying, you might as well give me all your details, I'll do it for you, because you don't post anything. Like on Snapchat, on stories I do, but not on the grids.
Yeah. And on the stories, you push a lot of businesses, bro.
Yeah, you know I've started, you know what, I never used to before.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know what, Dubai.
I've noticed that. I've noticed
the option I've got. So basically the deals I get, like, and you know, some deals in Dubai, I've said to them that, you know, bro, I've done, like, there's deals that have come to me and I've said, I don't want to do it, like, doing my own to myself. So I said, I'm going to give them a silly number. Like a silly number that they're going to say, wow.
Yeah.
And guess what?
They say yeah.
They say yeah, and I'm thinking, like, what the?
Yeah.
Like literally, bro.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, and then when I've given my number and they've agreed with me, I'm not that type. It's funny, I was here last night.
Oh yeah?
I was at that place last night.
What's over here?
You know what? My friend took me to a place.
What, restaurant?
Truck Adda it was called. It was alright. I mean, it was a curry and.
What, Indian food?
What area is this anyway?
I don't know. We're like downtown. We're like what area are we in, Shaq?
Yes, sir.
What Shaq? What area are we in?
This is Jumeirah, sir.
Jumeirah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's more towards the end of it.
Yeah.
Pakistani restaurant.
Pakistani
I've been there.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Quite famous. Is it famous?
Yeah, same as.
Anyway,
Famous.
it's just funny. I saw it. I've seen this before. So
There's so much money in Dubai.
Oh,
Bro, they
so,
throw at it. You know what I mean?
so you know, like, for example, people will be like, they love a business and they want you to promote it. Like, but crazy money to throw at you. And like I said to you before, I sometimes put the money high just because I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
But when they turn around, what do you do then?
Yeah.
Then you can't back out.
Yeah, you can't back out.
Then you think, fuck,
You have to do it. Shit.
you think, shit, what have I done here?
Should've gone double.
But at the same time, thinking, well, there's a lot of money though as well. You think, oh, you know what, I'll just do
Fuck
it.
it.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll just do it. But that's
Yeah.
Dubai for you, bro.
But listen, yeah, it's Dubai. I love it.
It's
yeah,
crazy though,
honestly.
isn't it? Like, the deals.
And you know what I love about here, okay? Back home, you almost earn respect because of money. Oh, this guy's worth 10 million, whatever, 20 million, well done, right? Here, everyone's rich, right?
Yeah.
So you can't impress them with something that they have an abundance of.
Yes.
So what do they judge you on? Your character, your
Yes.
belief.
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Are you a good person?
Yes.
That. I love
Why?
that.
Because in the UK or anywhere else, it's gonna be like, oh, this guy, they're gonna show you respect because there's only very few people with money, right? Whereas here, because everyone's got money, they look at the other things like your behavior to people,
Correct.
the respect,
Yeah.
the way you dress, the
Yeah.
way you act.
Yeah.
They look at that.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Or the people that you're with. So yeah, I think Dubai is very different in that way, where and it's got to a stage in Dubai why I like it so much that people don't even need to show off now.
Yeah.
You just.
Yeah.
You don't know who you be sat next to.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, in the UK, you'll get, oh yeah, this guy be, oh, I bought a Lamborghini yesterday, I
Yeah.
bought a Ferrari today, oh yeah, bro, I just bought a big house there. And you're like, okay, sometimes I think to myself, why are they even saying it? But then with Dubai, none of that happens because you don't know who might be in the sat next to you.
Yeah, correct.
You might have the owner of Iman sat next to you, but in normal clothes.
Yeah.
And everyone travels to normal places here.
Yep, no security,
So,
everyone's
no
walking
security,
the mall.
nothing. So you'll have everyone and everyone
Yeah.
walking,
Walking.
getting on with it. Like Sheikh Mohammed and his son Faza. He comes and rides his bike around District 1, where I live. I'm like, wow, like this is the Crown Prince, you know what I mean?
Incredible.
And then I've met the Crown Prince's brother randomly out at the Royal Palm Hotel, the Royal Atlantis. Come and shook his hand and said, hi, how are you? And
He recognized you?
He recognized me as well, yeah. So we
nice.
followed each other on Instagram as
That's
well.
good.
But you know what? It's just nice to see that even the rulers see themselves as normal here.
Yeah.
They walk around, do normal things.
Yeah.
But it makes us feel safer.
Yeah.
When they're doing normal things and traveling
Yeah.
everywhere, we can do it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I was at dinner the other night, and not the other night, like 2 weeks ago, and the guy came out with the chef came out with a menu. There was a menu on my plate. Do you want the Wagyu beef or the?
Where did you go?
At his house.
Okay.
On the palm.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I went
In a
to
house
dinner.
on a house?
I was invited to a house to have dinner on the palm, and there was a menu on my table. And they're like, would you like the fish or would you like the Wagyu thing or the? And I remember I made a joke because it was Australian Wagyu beef and I grew up in Australia.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, give me that. And then his cars, they're all nice cars, Range Rovers and stuff like that. It's exactly the same as your one. And the license plate was like long. It wasn't one digit. So these guys, going back to what you're saying about people who don't even want to flex, these guys get long plates so they run under the radar.
Yeah.
They're not like number 4, whatever.
As soon as you see a 2 or 1 or 2 digit or 3 digit, you'd be like, oh, he's somebody special.
Yeah.
But then
They don't want that.
they don't want that. They just want to sit back and chill.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you don't want the headache.
Yeah.
You know, and I hear people are under the radar, but everyone enjoys their life.
Yeah.
Like I said, out and about, enjoying. But look, you know, another good thing as well is that you can do that here. You can do the hospitality side where someone comes to your house, you can have the menu on the table. You'd be like, I've just come to a house for dinner.
They've printed out a menu for me
tonight. But the thing is, bro, here you can do that because here you've got the services to do that.
Yeah.
You can make one phone call, boom, boom, and the company will do the barbecue. Like, I remember we did iftar at the house, and the guys come, set the barbecue up.
Yep.
Did the barbecue, did the food, give the drink, give everything set.
I've seen
and
it.
we left.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And they clean everything.
and they clean up everything gone.
Yeah.
And they'll even make you a shisha afterwards.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they do all that service as well.
Oh.
So, in a way, it's a one-stop shop.
I didn't know
and
that.
it really wasn't expensive. It worked out like maybe like 100 dirhams, no, less than that probably.
No.
By 50, 60 dirhams a head.
No.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it's not
That's
that
cheaper
bad.
than the restaurant.
Yeah, literally, it is, yeah. It is, yeah.
Jesus,
It's
that's
crazy.
cheap.
So the labor is cheap
It's,
here.
it's crazy. Dubai, there's this vast thing of like you go to dinner in the IFC,
Well, then you're gonna get
bro.
burnt in the pocket, brother.
Bro, listen. Like, I'm looking at the menu and I'm looking at the girl. I'm like, I don't even like this bitch.
I've done that. I've gone to a restaurant. You think, am I looking at the right menu here? Because
Yeah.
you have to take 2 looks at it. You think,
Yeah. I'm like, what?
some of the price are ridiculous.
It's really, bro. Back like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, not even that long ago. What the menu amount was what I would pay rent for 2 weeks.
It's crazy, isn't it, bro?
And I'm like,
and that takes you back to what we were talking about before. Is the money that we can spend on a night here, because Dubai has all different types of restaurants and price ranges. We can either go hard, or you go normal.
Yeah.
And normal is still as good as hard.
Yeah.
But it just depends what you want to show yourself as. Dubai gives you the opportunity to do anything you want.
yeah, correct.
And show you as how you want to be shown. So some people like that, you know. But I can't justify paying like one meal just to impress someone
Yeah.
that could feed a family for a month.
Yeah, I know. That's
In Pakistan.
Yeah, I know.
Or even here.
Yeah, I know.
Even here.
Even here.
So, yeah. But yeah, sometimes you have to let your head down and it's a special occasion or whatever. But
it's not even expensive. It's theft. You know what I mean? It's not even expensive. It's theft.
bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, so you get gold steaks out.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
you're paying for that gold wrap.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like anything.
Don't taste like anything, but you just taste the money in it, bro. But
It's gluttony.
And then but I mean, I do get it.
You know what I
But
mean?
look, I've always been that type of guy because I've come from some sort of money, but not come from nothing. But but I appreciate what I've made, and I'm not that type to go to a club and buy 10 bottles when I don't drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll buy some for my guests, no problem. But I won't go stupid, like to show people, like, I'm a baller.
Yeah.
10 bottle spray, boom, with my name on the.
Yeah.
Get on the cover.
Yeah.
And you are right when you went back to that. Let's go back to that when you say these guys are driving 5-digit plate numbers.
Yeah.
They're very undercover, under the radar, but they've got menus in their house.
Yeah.
You know, that's what people look at really deep down. That's what you look at really, is how they live.
Yeah.
It's not what they show people, it's how are they inside?
Yeah.
How are they living at home?
Yeah.
When someone's balling like that,
Yeah.
they're the real true rich people, you know what I mean?
I think last weekend I was at the club and I was trying to impress someone that I'm trying to get on the podcast, right? And he was there, and we ended up like having a chat and all that stuff. So I ordered 2 bottles.
Yeah.
They came, they did the show. I don't drink, so we didn't even drink. The girls were like, "Hey, can I?" I was like, "I don't drink." So you just bought this for no reason? I was like, in my mind, I'm letting money flow. I'm making an impression for that,
To
so
show
I
that
can
out.
get
Yeah.
So I was just literally pouring shots for people. But the table next to me was this crypto dude, yellow hair, spiked up, white glasses, and he was buying champagne, pouring it on his watch. And I was thinking, you didn't earn that money. Because if you did, you wouldn't be blowing it like this. Right?
Crazy.
Just pouring it on his watch. Like,
Wow.
bro, you know what I mean?
You earned yours.
Yeah.
So you must be like,
But see, here's the thing. I don't look at mine as that was a business expense to me.
another big expense. Yes.
To me, that's a business expense.
Yeah,
right?
it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But these guys, I've seen that happen as well. But I remember I went to a club one time, I see a guy, and they spent thousands of money, person spent about $10K on a table. 10K is a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As the club's closing, just to say fuck you to everyone, he orders another 10 bottles 10 minutes before the club's closing. Just to say everyone, yeah, I'm a fucking baller. And this is not to drink it, just did a spray, just say, yeah, I bought 10 more bottles to do the sprays and just chill, and they sprayed all the bottles.
Yeah.
And just to show that I am the big dick, basically.
Yeah.
So you see, God doesn't like people like that. You have to understand, bro, God doesn't like people like that. And people do that nowadays because they want to show their worth. Then, you know what I mean? They are not happy inside. They want to show other people, oh yeah, I'm like this, I'm a big baller. Really, they're not.
Correct.
It's all a show.
Correct.
And this is where Dubai, you can get carried away with that as well. Don't go into that lifestyle. Don't start living that life that you want to show people what you've got, what you've not got. People don't care here.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, look, I got money. And when I saw that guy doing that, I thought he was silly. And I thought, But then, no, but that's it. But, like, you know, everyone's got money here. So you can't really, you're not going to impress, it didn't impress me. Maybe it disgusted me, really. I was like, oh, bro, like, that's quite disgusting. 10 minutes before, just to show everyone. It's a bit slimy, you know?
Was this in Dubai?
Yeah.
This is in Dubai. Damn.
I think about it. Don't say it was you. I'm saying,
Bro, why are you putting my business out there?
no, I'm saying, but yeah, you wouldn't do that though, innit? Like, it's just to show people, like, you just did that to show people because maybe you just been a big hit or won something big, but you can't do that, man. And sometimes these people do it just to show others that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
No one's better than anyone.
Yeah, no one's better than anyone.
Nah, bro.
Facts.
And I'm a big believer that I'm like, you know, that we just, do you enjoy stay in your own lane.
Yeah.
Play better, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, going back to what we were saying about that little slimy guy on YouTube making a video just to diss you, right? Just to fucking put your business out there. Now, here's the thing. He probably has more shit than anybody else. Like everybody's got their thing. Everybody's. But the only difference is the cameras are on you, right? Yeah. Your life is in public.
And people are only gonna watch your show because of me.
Correct. But it's just such a slimy way of doing it.
Yeah, like you've earned your name. You know what I mean? I knew you when I met you first at the barber. I was like, oh, yo, that's my man. I was watching his thing on YouTube, and obviously I see your clips that come up on Instagram as well. But the thing is, you've earned it. Some people don't earn it, and they don't want to do the fast way by cussing someone or putting someone down or having some information on someone and putting it out there on blast. It's the wrong way of doing it. You've not really earned it to that, you know what I mean? Like people know Radin for like how hard he's worked and how good interviews you've done with people. Now it's funny because that one person that did that one podcast is a one podcast show. He only did one and that's it, he's done now. That's it, he's finished.
Yeah.
His podcast failed. Yeah. He's failed as a person.
Yeah.
And it's done now.
Yeah.
Packed his bag.
But Amir, his strategy is feminine. It's not masculine.
Yeah, not masculine.
It's not masculine at all, bro.
People love, like, look, people don't like that.
No, he's a man. And he's acting feminine.
Act like a man.
Act like a man. Stop being feminine. Oh, you got gossip about this? Yeah, come on the podcast. Okay, let's talk about it. Be a fucking man. Such a woman.
But that's it. But that's
such a woman.
That's the world now. You know, people want to impress and then they get so desperate that they become a woman themselves. You know, they go very feminine. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to mention names, anything, because we're not going to give him any attention.
No, exactly.
But so when I watched that, I was cringing. I was cringing for him.
Did you?
I was cringing for him.
Yeah.
It's feminine. It's such feminine behavior.
It's crazy how some people can just put themselves so low. Yeah. For a 2-second talk about, you know what I mean? Yeah. They can talk about him, but the same people are going to start talking about him, saying, oh yeah, he did this and we heard this. They're going to start dissing him later as well. Look, we're in this world now that you just have to just move on and look after your own stuff because we've all got baggage. We've all done silly things and it's just really bad when someone starts talking bad about one person. But look, it's life, you know, end of the day, I'm content, I'm happy and it is what it is.
My Maserati got flooded, right? Shaq was driving it actually, he drove it home and then it rained and it got flooded, right?
Recently?
Yeah, like, 1 month ago, Shaq?
No way.
Something like that, yeah. And
What did you get? Did you get anything back?
bro, they took 5% every 3 months from it. I got the money back, but I didn't get the full money
The
back.
full money back, yeah.
No, but there's no such thing as depreciation when you have an insurance policy. If it's 500,000, it's 500,000. It can't be 500,000 but minus 5% every 3 months over the. So everyone's getting fucked here when it comes to insurance.
But here you have no choice because they only have one channel to do it, to
Correct.
be insured with. So every insurance man's doing the same thing.
Correct.
So you rather just
I'm trying to fix that. But
I mean, it'd be a big job. You're going up against the big dogs then.
well,
really.
I've been told yes, then I've been told no. Then I've been told yes, and I've been told no.
Yeah.
So I'm going
It's
through
tough.
the motion.
Yeah, it's not easy here because you're in a different country. They have their own rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So you're going up against
Yeah.
trying to bring the Australian market. So, like that's what it's like in the UK. You can get monthly ones.
Sure.
So some people who might only be here for 6 months.
Yeah.
But I heard that say if I'm here for 1 year and I've insured my car for a year and I'm leaving after 6 months, you still pay the 12 months, but then you get that rebate back. But they don't really give you the money back.
Don't they?
It never comes.
See, in Australia, you just call and you pause it. You
Yeah.
just pause the monthly payments.
Yeah, so it's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
But here's the thing.
So monthly comes out your account.
Yeah, but insurance is an international thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a country-based thing.
Yeah.
So me bringing it here. By the way, when I say I've been told yes, then a no, that same person has said to me yes, and then I've flown out my staff here, business class, 4 of them, and then they've said no. And I'm like, I just paid all this money to bring all these people to get this deal done, and now you're telling me no. I've done that twice, by the way. I've flown out people here twice.
Yeah.
Because it says yes, and then it says no.
Look, one thing about Dubai, they have their own rules. You follow their rules. That's it, really.
I'm just trying to make it better for the consumer.
Look, I would prefer what you did because sometimes I've had a car which I want to drive for maybe 3 more, 4 months. But you think, I'm not going to pay for the whole year when I'm only going to drive for 3 months.
Yeah.
Think about it, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So the insurance does kill you unless you get the, I think, do they have it like, they have in the UK, do they have that insurance where if you're insured on one car, you're insured on all the cars? Does that work here?
Oh, so if you drive my car, it's covered.
Because the cars are insured.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, so, okay, here
Correct.
the cars are insured, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. So
it's
you know where,
comprehensive.
if you sold the car is, you're paying for someone else's insurance then, aren't you? How does it work?
No. You go there and you rebate it. So you transfer.
Okay, you don't really get that money back.
Well, you get it on the spot, but you have to go to RTA. It's a process, dude. You have to go to RTA and sit there and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you're thinking of bringing that here?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying.
I think it'd be good.
My friends are saying bring
I'll
you.
be your first customer.
Yeah, bro. Of course,
worry.
I'll take care of you. Of course.
I'll be your first customer.
Of course.
Don't worry.
If you like this video, consider subscribing. We do weekly podcasts with experts in every industry to help you find direction and guide you on your way. Now let's get back into it. Tell me about the toughest opponent you've had when you look back on your career.
Toughest opponent? You know, it's probably my world title fight against Kotelnik because he really was on paper the toughest after who I'd fought. At that time, he was the toughest I fought.
Yeah.
Because it was for a world title fight and I was so scared and nervous and, you know, am I going to win this fight? I have to win this fight. Everyone's going to see me as a world champion.
Yeah.
I put on so much pressure on myself. And that was a hard fight for me.
Yeah.
And he was so strong and rugged and he just come out, he had a good win. He's the one who beat Maidana at the fight before I fought him. So when I looked at his fight against Maidana, I thought the guy could take a good punch. He can give a good punch as well. This guy's going to be a hard guy to beat. And I have to be super fit. And I had to work so hard, train so hard. But the what I was telling someone yesterday that, you know, when that fire in the belly goes in a sport or for a fighter, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
Now with me, I had that fire in my belly when I was young, bro. I'd not give up. I'd go through a wall if I had to, you know what I mean? I'd fight so hard. But then as I got older and I started making money and then I had a family, but that fire left my body, bro. Like even the last fight against Kell Brook, I'd have the fire in my belly. Even though we didn't like each other, but I was like, it's another day in the office, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Like,
I read somewhere that you went in there and you looked at the time and you're like,
Can you believe that, bro?
in like 3 hours. Yeah, you're just
like,
coming here another day in the office.
I want to be back. You know, I was just so exhausted by all the media stuff and I was just so drained and looking at the arena, I was like, oh God, I could hear the noise outside and it's like the building was shaking and you know, when you just want it over with, like you're thinking, oh, I've done this so many times, like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Like, I've never felt like that before, bro. Like, believe it or not, like,
That's when you knew.
That's when I knew that. No, I didn't know it at that time. It's afterwards now thinking about it. I'm thinking that's when that's why I knew it in a different way.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily, I didn't tell myself that. I just thought, I was doing things which I've never done before.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking at the time, when I was walking out to the ring, I wasn't nervous.
Yeah.
But normally I will be nervous and I'll be ready and I'll have butterflies in my stomach and I'll be like, I'm on fire,
ready.
I'm ready. This time, nothing. That last time, nothing. And then even for the whole week, I was just laid back and chilling.
Yeah.
I was like, I want time to go quick. So to end it over with. I want to get back to Dubai. I want to get back to my family, my kids. And again, things change in life when you have kids and you have a family and, so that really, I didn't need to be a boxer. Look, I'm a prize fighter. And so I love the sport, but then towards the end of boxing, my career, I ended up not liking it. It was just a job for me. And I just thought, you know what, people know me as a fighter, I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to keep on fighting because people know me as a fighter. So my job is to fight, that's it. And that was it really. But look, yeah, at the same time, that last fight against Kell Brook, I had to give it to the UK fans. Because so many people wanted to see that fight for many years. It happened in our peak, but I still felt like I had to give it back to them, So I'm glad in a way I did it. Obviously it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I think it gives other fighters out there the idea that you should give them the fights that they want, the fans want, because the fans are the ones that pay out bills,
Sure. Do you miss that? Do you miss the walkout?
No.
You don't miss it?
No, bro. Like seriously, like.
Was it not enjoyable when you were doing it, or no, it was nerve-wracking?
It wasn't just a walk. It was everything. There's everything with that. For example, the training camp, going away from your family, training hard, getting back in shape again, and then the fight weighing, making weight, and then the press conferences, and then watching videos of the fights. There's a lot that goes with it just for that one walkout. A lot of work, dieting, cutting weight and stuff, and So then when I thought that, just to have that walkout to the ring and the amount of work, 10 weeks of hard graft and hard work, can I do it again? Am I missing it? Nah, hell no, I'm not missing it. The only way I'll ever come back is if there's a big name, like a Manny Pacquiao or a Mayweather or something like that, that's gonna excite me to come back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, for boxing, I don't think I can come back.
Okay.
It has to be a big name. They say you have to have a good dancing partner, and I think the only two dancing partners I would ever have the motivation to train hard and work hard would be a Manny Pacquiao or a Mayweather. Other than that, I don't think so. I don't think I'll ever want to come back.
Is Floyd Mayweather scared of you? He did that. You beat Maidana,
yeah,
right? And then he did a poll saying who should I fight next, Maidana or Amir Khan? 70% said Amir Khan, and he chose Maidana.
Yeah, that time, at that time, I was at the peak of my career, bro. Like I was knocking everyone out, beating everyone. Had a good win against Maidana, went and fought Judah. So I fought everyone, and obviously when that fight was. So he did a poll, and obviously he knowing that he thought that Maidana was gonna get it because Maidana had just beaten another good fighter, and Maidana had come off a good win. So Mayweather thought, you know what, stakes are gonna be a lot higher for Maidana, so maybe I'll put it out there. But guess what? It was the opposite.
It was opposite.
Everyone wanted to see my fight, and that was on his page that he put the votes on. So. It was quite embarrassing, really, that he never took that fight. But look, I've met Mayweather since, and we've got a lot of mutual respect for each other. And he'll come over and hug me and say, "Yo, Amir Khan," and he's a legend in this sport. Look, even though at that time maybe my style didn't suit his style, he thought it would be big problems. It didn't happen, but it did happen. But I'm not taking nothing away from him because I think he's one of the best that's ever put the gloves on. Amazing fighter, one of the best. It shows from his resume. Look, bro, the guy's won like 10 world titles, and but it was just that, at that time, I would have given problems, but it never happened, So Mayweather was a smart. It's a business. Look,
that's what I was about to say.
It's a business as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's probably thinking, why shall I go in a hard fight that's gonna knock 2-3 years out my career? I might just take it nice and easy and keep on making big money, taking the nice easy fight next. But look, I think it was God's plan that the fight didn't happen. End of the day, it's whatever is written for you and whatever God wills will happen. That fight was not meant to happen, and it didn't happen. And look, I still had a nice career, still made great money in the sport, a lot of money in the sport, and also very, very happy with how my career was.
You're right, it's a business, and he made a good decision by not fighting you and fighting
At that
Maidana.
time, correct, yeah. And yeah, I mean, look, like I said, everything's a business now.
Yeah.
Everything we look at is what we're going to put in our pocket after at the end of it.
Yeah.
And he thought, might be a little bit easier the fight. Might make a little bit less, and it's going to be easier. So why don't I take that?
Yeah.
Because I've got another couple more after that.
Yeah. You talk about money. What's the biggest prize money that you've made?
Oh, made? Oh, wow.
What
Wow.
biggest prize money fight? In one fight, one check.
Like 12 million
Pounds.
in pounds. About 10 million pounds. Crazy, isn't it, bro?
Crazy.
Like, yeah, 10 million pounds, bro. Like, that is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, fucking hell, crazy.
That's a lot of money.
It's because I see buildings that are worth like 10 million, and I look at it and I think, oh, that worth 10 million. I did one fight for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that whole building could have been mine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you start looking at things differently. But I was very lucky in that sense where the biggest paydays I had, and I had like a couple of 10 million ones as well.
Oh,
It was
really?
just one. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I was very lucky to be in that position. And then, obviously, you do become a businessman when you start making money like that, because you think, I want to keep on making big money. I don't want to start making a small money now. Look, bro, to live in a place like Dubai, you have to had made big money, because it's not a cheap
It's not cheap city.
place to live in.
No.
I think it's one of the most. Look, I used to go to when we were in the UK. When I used to go to America, the UK pound was strong.
Yeah.
I used to be like, wow, I'm getting a lot for my pound.
Yeah.
When I come to Dubai, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm getting hardly anything for my pound, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the normal the pound is, I mean, it must be worse for you
Yeah.
coming here. So what do you get
From
for
Australia?
From Australia, you probably get what,
Nothing.
3 dirhams?
2.6 dirhams.
Really?
2.6 dirhams for $1 Australian.
What can you buy for 2.6 dirhams? Tell me.
Nothing.
And what can you buy in? You can buy. Maybe
By the way, I go order a coffee and I take a photo of a receipt and send it to my friends, and they're like, "What?"
Really?
Because a coffee in Australia is like 6 dirhams, 7
Right,
dirhams,
and what's it here?
30. I'd be 30 dirhams from coffee.
You know what you are right there, because you know what, you don't look at it and you don't realize.
You
don't
don't
realize like bro, like the least money you'll spend is like 40 dirhams
Yeah.
on something, or 30, 40 dirhams, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's for something small like a coffee or something.
Yeah.
But really, that is like almost $10.
Yeah.
That's $10,
Yeah.
bro. Now with $10 you can buy a lot.
A lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Listen, it's an expensive city, but I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world. You know, I travel a lot. Every 10 days I go somewhere. And people are like, why are you traveling? I was like, man, I'm saving money by traveling. What do you mean? When I go on a holiday, I come back,
it's
and
true,
then
isn't
I'm
it?
like, man, I got
It's
some
true.
money.
I swear to God, you know what? You know what, bro? I go to the UK and I go with money. When I go with money, but I come back with money.
Yeah.
When you come to
Yeah,
Dubai,
yeah.
you're fully spent out.
Yeah.
Dubai's not a cheap place, but
Yeah.
look, that's what. But look, it's the best. Though. I don't think
Yeah.
I'll ever leave, because
Me too.
everything you need, you got the services, you got the health and safety, you got just police cars just going past us right there.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is right. You know what I mean here.
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah.
I
You've
can't
been
live
here how
it.
long now?
1 year. 1 year and 3 months. Not long.
Not long.
Not long. I've been doing this for 6 months.
Yeah, but you know what, bro? You've got a lot to see yet. Then
Yeah.
you'll feel it. You'll start. Yeah, I think you need a good 2 years for it to then sink in that you live here. And yeah,
Sure.
are you in an apartment or are you in a house?
Apartment.
Right.
And I travel a lot.
Yeah.
I travel
You don't
a
need
lot.
a house.
No, listen,
Yeah.
I literally, Shaq knows. Shaq, I
you
mean,
with the family here or alone?
no, solo.
Oh
Single.
yeah, it was, yeah, apartment. See, when I was living in the hotels, when I used to come on vacations, I was thinking, I don't think I can live here. I can't live here. No, I can't live here. It's too busy for me. But when you live in a house, it's different.
Yeah.
peaceful, chill. I go for nice walks at night time with the kids. I go to the coffee shop. Like I do things here which I'll never do in the UK.
Yeah.
And it's so chilled and nice. Like 5 in the morning, I was praying at the mosque, Fajr prayers, and I was like,
This morning?
yeah, this morning, and I was like, oh, it was so nice just to be there, and you see other people there, and everyone's smiling and happy, and you know, just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fasting right now, aren't you?
I'm fasting as well. Yeah.
I'm fasting too, by the way, but I'm drinking water.
That's okay, bro.
Okay?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to give me shit.
No, no,
Bro,
no,
everyone's giving me shit.
No.
Everyone's giving me shit.
Listen, bro.
I was like, bro, I get it enough from the boys, please.
Yeah.
Spare me.
Look, bro, at the end of the day, look, there must be a reason why you're not fasting, or if there is. But the thing is, bro, look, at the end of the day, we are no one to, we can't judge. We're not people to judge. Leave to God, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, look, this is where sometimes you might do something and people are all like to judge on things. But no, I don't really like doing that, you know what I mean? I've never been that type of guy.
Yeah.
Because it makes you look bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How are you? How is that so bad? Like, imagine now, me judging you. I mean, someone's gonna look at me thinking, who the hell is he to judge him?
Yeah.
And obviously, we all do bad in life, you know what I mean? I'll do things not right, but it's what it is. You have to just think about yourself, man.
Yeah, no, I that's refreshing. I appreciate that.
No, seriously,
and that
bro,
just shows your character, because I thought you were going to crucify me right now. I'm being
bro.
crucified. All my boys are like, you're not doing it then. I was like, I am. I'm not doing it. You're not doing it then. Do it properly or you don't do it. You know?
Exactly, bro. But the thing is, so what do you normally do through the whole day? You're saying to me that you travel a lot, but then through the whole day, what do you do?
So, bro, I just organize. Like, I go to the gym. I go.
What gym are you hitting?
7.
Oh, 7 is a good gym.
Yeah. What gym you hitting?
I'm hitting WellFit.
Okay.
WellFit.
I haven't been there.
And I've been there. And I've got another gym here. It's called Box IQ, which is one of my own.
No
The boxing
way.
gym. You've not been to it?
You got a boxing gym here?
Yeah, we should go to it.
No way, I didn't know
You
that.
wanna go check it out?
Yeah.
Let's go now.
Let's go now.
Let's go Box IQ, boss.
Don't worry about the suit.
No, we'll go there after then.
Okay,
It's in Al-Quoz anyway.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Where's the suit guy? Al-Quoz as well.
Yeah, Al-Quoz.
It's nearby anyway.
Yeah. Let's go to Box IQ, please. You want to go Box IQ first or the suit shop first?
We'll go Box IQ first.
Okay.
I'll just show you around.
Yeah,
5,
show
10
me.
minutes, 15 minutes.
Box IQ, please, Shaq. I didn't know you had a business here.
Yeah, so basically so let's get to the business side, yeah. So basically in the UK, obviously I've got wedding halls.
Yeah, I
I've
seen
got banquet halls.
Yeah.
I put them on rent.
Crazy
I've got a
building.
lot of real estate, and obviously with weddings, people go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like the wedding hall I've got is huge, bro. 65.
Listen, 2 businesses that we'll go out of business: weddings and funerals.
Yeah.
Funeral homes.
Yeah. Everyone gets married, and not only weddings happen there, birthdays,
Yeah.
weddings, a mixture of everything, yeah?
Yeah.
But then funeral, obviously, we're all gonna die one day,
Of
so
course.
that's it, yeah, true.
Funeral
Sad
homes.
way, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the industry I
It's a
looked
sad
at.
business, but it's a big business.
Yeah, it's a
It is a business, isn't it?
Listen, I looked at getting into it, but it didn't work out. Too many licenses and stuff
Is there?
like that. Yeah. Well, in Australia. Here, I don't know. I'll do some research for you if you want.
No, bro, I don't want to get into that business, bro. I don't want to get into that business, but I'm just scared, bro. I'll be like, you know what, like, just...
Yeah, wedding. Keep it happy.
I want to keep it a happy side.
Just tell them, listen, just come into the boxing ring with me and then I'll organise your funeral.
Yeah, exactly. So you should do that side, I'll do the boxing side.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, the boxing gym. Then I've heard of a drink company called Wow Hydrate.
No.
Okay, Wow Hydrate is electrolyte and protein water drink.
Wow.
It's all sugar-free.
WOW?
Yeah, Wow, and
Okay.
Space Hydrate. So we are going to all the big shops in Dubai now.
Incredible.
We've got a license here. We're in the UK. We sponsor all the big boxing events. We sponsor fighters like Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
I'm one of the owners as well. The other owner is a guy called Jake, who's a very close friend of mine. Now we have just sent him to Bahrain today because we're in talks of taking it there as well, dropping it there.
Beautiful.
We're in the UK, all over the world, and it's really good because and it's only got like 10 calories
Wow.
in it, but
You
it's
should
healthy.
bought
It's good for you. I should have bought
You should have bought one. I would have been
I was
drinking
fasting
right
in it.
now.
I was fasting.
Yeah,
bro. I was
no,
fasting,
I would have been
bro.
drinking on the thing.
But you know the drink, but like I'm not even advertising it because really I don't need to advertise it. The thing is, it is a healthy drink for you. It's got everything your body needs. Your body needs electrolytes. Then you got protein one as well. After training session, you can have a drink that tastes nice, but it's giving you enough protein for the body to repair the muscles and build the muscles. So yeah, I decided to do something like that, and I'm glad working with the team I'm working with, and it's going really well, man. It's everywhere. Like, it's just nice to go to the gyms and you see random people just holding the bottle and just drinking. I'm thinking, oh,
that's me.
but I don't tell them.
Yeah, you don't tell them?
But it's just nice, you know, that because a lot of people now are starting to get used to it, and the flavors are nice, and yeah, man, it's good.
Amazing.
So keep busy with that.
Jake Paul calls you right now.
Yeah.
$50 million. Fight me. What would you say? Yes or no?
See, bro, with prize fighters, I wouldn't say no to it. I would not say no to it. I'd probably say yes to that. I'll be stupid to say no to a $50 million, even though you don't need it and you probably won't spend it in your lifetime. I'm thinking about my
kids.
You know what I mean? Think about it, bro. Like, you know, you can't say no to opportunities like that. Sometimes the opportunity will come to you in life that you can't say no to.
Yeah.
You have to say yes to it. You have to be selfish.
Yeah.
Even in that slightest, you might have something in your mind saying that you might not overcome it, or you might get hurt, or you might not be ready for it. We all prize fighters. I take 100%.
You take him.
But that's fine. But oh yeah, no, I beat him up though. Yeah. Oh, Jake Paul, yeah, easy.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, come on, bro, that's 100%.
He's not a fighter.
He's not a fighter.
You're a fighter.
He's a puncher, but he's not a fighter. And to be honest with you, yeah, look, the guys he's fought, obviously he's beaten some decent guys. Names, not the guys like at the time, they were not at the peak. He's beaten some good names, but like I said,
listen, he's beaten some good names that are it pulls them out of retirement homes.
Literally, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, he's a trier. You have to give him that. You know, he's a trier.
Yeah.
And he's made a decent name for himself. And look, he's got so many people that he's getting involved in watching him and involved in the sport of boxing, for example. And so yeah, respect what it's due. You know, he's doing his bit. Well, why not? From a YouTuber, when he had like difficult hair and he's doing silly things, to now being a fighter. Yeah, it's good.
So if he calls you 50 mil, you're down. Let's do it. Sign the paperwork.
100%. I think he's got a fight. Oh, he's fighting against Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. Mike Tyson's nearly 70. Come on, man. That's not okay. That's not okay.
But.
If I go beat up a granny over here, is that okay?
But, bro, the thing is, Mike Tyson can still bang.
Not at that age, come on.
Trust me.
He's a 26-year-old kid.
Bro, he can. Mike Tyson can still punch, but it never leaves you. I'm telling you.
So how old's Mike Tyson?
Then again, 70 years old, yeah.
He's 27 years old.
That guy's 27, Mike's about 70, he's 60.
Is 65 or something? 60, how old is Mike Tyson? I don't even know. 62?
Yeah,
63?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, listen, Mike's looking at the numbers. Mike's
That's what happened at the end of it, but we don't look at no title, we're not bothered, we look at the numbers then after that. But the thing is, he can get hurt badly, because to be honest with you, Jake can punch, and to punch a 60-year-old man in the head hard.
That's not okay.
It's not okay, yeah, it's
that's
not
what
okay.
I mean.
Like, you can cause big problems.
Correct.
You have to understand your bones are going to get delicate, your skin's soft, and you're not used to taking trauma. It's been, I mean, yeah, but look, I like Tyson.
Me too.
What time is it in the US?
Well, you want to call Tyson?
Yeah, I might tell him.
You want to call Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Let me just...
Let me find out what time's in the US.
Yeah, 12 hours difference. Vegas.
It's 6 a.m.
So that was the last
Oh shit, there's Mike Tyson there.
He goes, I love you, brother. That's his last message.
Wow.
When the Mike Tyson says that to you, brother.
Oh, listen,
it.
and that's recent too.
That's recent.
That's not longer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like last week.
I'll show you, but the phone number there.
No,
so
you can't. You can't. No, you can't.
Let's see if he answers. Yeah, let's see if Mike answers.
I can't believe we're seeing this shit.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. He's like, Mike's... Oh wait, it's 4 in the morning, sorry. Yeah, it's 12 hours, shit, 4 in the morning.
No, it's 6 a.m. I just checked. Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, he can't be up, no, Vegas, yeah. He can't be up at 6 a.m.
He wouldn't be up at 6 a.m.
Fuck no, are you up at 6 a.m.?
No, but I don't know, you're a fighter. I don't know you fighters, dude.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know you fighters.
I was like,
damn.
Hey champ, hope all is well. Just saw the time, 6 a.m. Just catching up, see how you are, and good luck on the training for the fight with Jake Paul. Brother, we're in your corner, you know that. Anything we can do, let us know. God bless, take care. Yeah, we have to show. Yeah, we have to be there for our brothers. Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, Mike's a G, man. I love him, man. Honestly, you know. I was with some guys in Kazakhstan, and they're huge Mike Tyson fans. and you're telling me for an hour about Mike Tyson, like literally. So I text Mike, I go, Mike, I'm gonna just FaceTime me. Mike FaceTimes me. Bro, these guys nearly had a heart attack. They're like, oh my God, Mike Tyson! Like, they couldn't believe it was real. They're like, no, it has to be fake. I go, no, trust me, it's Mike Tyson. Yeah, so like, you know, Mike's such a massive name in the sport. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Everyone knows Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But I go to Pakistan, yeah, in the villages, and in the village, people know who Mike Tyson is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we know Mike Tyson. He was just that type of guy. He had that relentless power, strength, and the style he had. Everyone loved him.
That's what I love about boxing. It's so international. It reaches the smallest villages in the Middle East, in Africa. Muhammad Ali
As well.
was the most well-known man after Jesus in the 1960s. Did you know that? The most well-known man. You go to villages, they know him. In Iran, my granddad was watching him on a black and white TV, and this is like 1960s.
But even now, bro, people still know him now as well. Like, you know, like everywhere you go, Muhammad Ali, they go, yeah, Muhammad Ali, the boxer. Like he was such a massive name that we don't know how big he was. Look, imagine them days, that social media.
Yeah.
Like now people are big because of social media and all that. Everyone can be big now. But back in the day, they had nothing. They only had newspapers and TV. That's all.
That's it.
And for them to be globally huge names must have been so much harder. And they must have been mega stars them days. Because think about it, even like people like Elvis, they had no social media. There was just newspapers and TV, that's all.
Yeah.
Think about it, man.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas now they've got social media.
Yeah.
Like now,
So much
bro, like you go into some people's followers, I don't know who they are. I'm thinking, wow, they got like 5 million followers. Who is that person?
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it, bro?
Now it's like you got different types of celebrities now. You right? You got the Instagram.
Yeah. What do women do on there? Just show their body. That's it.
That's it.
And they get paid thousands.
A lot of money. A lot of money. I knew a girl that went to my gym. She in Australia, and she was in the top. She had an email. She showed it to me. You're in the top 0.01% of the world, whatever, for OnlyFans.
And how much was she making?
She made 10 million in 3 years.
What?
She told me, yeah.
What?
Listen, that's just a quick 3 rounds for you.
No, but 10 million, bro. Like, that's still. Look, we had to.
I had to get punched in the face.
Punch in the face and be in training camp and oh my, and you have to become a name to get 10 million.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
And what did you have to do?
Listen, I'm concerned about men. Fucking hell. How many sad men are there out there to be paying this kind of money?
So it's the men that are paying her to make that.
Well, men are paying subscription, right? They're paying like $15 a month or whatever it is.
Oh, that works then.
Yeah.
So it's the public that are paying her the money.
Correct. And then when you're in there, listen, I've never paid. I don't know, but this is what I assume. Well, not assume, but this is what I've been told. When you're in there, you can be like, can you send me private photos? And she'll be like $800 to $5, whatever it is. So then on top of that, on top of showing everything, you also send private stuff individually that they pay.
Who thought of this?
I don't know, the founder is.
Who's the founder?
It's crazy. It was some
he must be cleaning up then.
Oh, dude, he's killing
If he's
it.
making these people 10M in 3
was
years.
on the news. It was on the news that he made, it was something crazy, like $1 million a day or something. He made like $1 million a day for 1 year.
Probably more now.
Probably more now.
Because now, I think everywhere I go, bro, I see it.
Yeah,
I hear about it.
Yeah.
Like social media everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about OnlyFans, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm ashamed that men are so desperate now. Like, if you want to see naked girls, porn's free.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Listen, man, they're keeping it going, aren't they?
You flew to Saudi this weekend, just gone.
Yeah.
To see the Anthony Joshua fight.
Yeah, what a fight.
What a fight. What a fight.
The guy's a beast. I mean, I think it's he's like a new Anthony Joshua.
Really?
Like, seriously, bro. Like, you know, in his last fight, he looked good.
Yeah.
And I do say that because he was boxing well behind his jab and keeping his stance high, and he was boxing like a clean, and it was a good look he had when he was fighting. Very accurate, was not getting hit. And he put his punches together well. That was in Saudi as well. Then this fight against Ngannou, I thought it was going to be hard. I had Ngannou probably winning the fight. Because if he clips AJ, it can hurt him. And he hits hard, I heard. And then And then because you give Tyson Fury a hard fight as well, Ngannou, a lot of people thought Ngannou won that fight. So I thought it's going to be a tough one for Joshua, as he still got that in him, that fire in his belly, you know. Because also he's made a lot of money in the game, and he's won some, lost some, and his career's been up and down as well. So when he fought, and when I seen him in the ring in that first round, I was like, wow, like this is different Andy Joshua. I've never seen him fight like that before. So respect where it's due. He put on a great performance, and I think Andy Joshua, the way he fought, if he fights like that again, he'll give anyone in the world problems. I think he'll beat Usyk.
Wow.
He will beat Usyk the way he fought.
Wow.
Because he knows how to use his power the right way now.
Yeah.
He's throwing him with the right. He's throwing it with the right range. Your gym's there, by the way.
Your gym?
Your gym, 7.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Is that the one?
There it is. Yeah.
Is that the one you use? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I get.
Come
to work out with me if you want.
now?
Day. Well, no, not now.
I was going to say, well, after Ramadan, we'll do it.
Yeah. I'll come to your gym for sure.
Just right here. You have to check it out. I'm going to show you now inside.
Okay.
So yeah, Andy Joshua put on a good performance, looked really good, and you can see how happy he was as a person as well after he won, because you know the thing was, you could see, I think it was getting to him that a lot of people were just talking shit about him.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, he's a fucking this, he's that, he's not as good as he. And I could see that it was killing him inside. And the only way to prove that is by winning. And that's what he did. He shut every man up out there because he has just done it in a good fashion. Now going back to him versus Fury. Yeah, I said that Fury was going to win all day long back in the day, because I had saw that Fury was just a better boxer, a better fighter, and in Joshua. But now,
yeah,
it is a hard fight to call.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 fight now, bro.
Now it's a fight.
Why? Because now it's a fucking fight, bro.
Now it's a fight.
Because both fighters, Andy Joshua's looks really good, and I think he's at his peak now, where he's got his second wind, right? Fury, I just feel that last fight took a lot out of him, and those fights against Wilder took a lot out of him. He's had hard fights, and let's see how he does against Usyk. It's not going to be an easy fight against Usyk. Styles make fights, so it's going to be good to see. But like I said, it's a 50-50 fight, and regardless, say Fury gets beat by Usyk, I think the fight between Fury and Joshua would be huge in the UK. Still. So that's still, even if they both lost the next fights, because that's a
fight
British
everyone
fight.
wants to see.
It's a British fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like that, your last one.
Yeah, like that. But
you
it sold my tickets. The fight between me and Brooke sold it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
You did it for the people.
In 2 hours.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I'm like, what?
It's like Justin Bieber numbers.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
You got the Justin Bieber look.
I was, bro. No, I'm not gonna look at Justin. He's a nice lad, Justin Bieber. So what happened was, one of my friends saw him running a couple of years ago in LA. He likes his boxing. Yeah. And guess what t-shirt he had on? He had an Amir Khan t-shirt on.
No.
Yeah,
no way.
And my mate goes, because my friend knows me really well, and he's like, his name's Anas, and Anas goes, bro, you won't believe it. I seen Justin Bieber with your t-shirt on. Walk running with your shirt on, like Amir Khan. And even I was gassed, like, wow, that fucking Justin Bieber wearing my shirt.
You never reached out to him?
No, I'm not. I met him once or twice.
Okay.
In LA when he used to train at the Wild Card. Really nice guy, not Wild Card, another gym, 10 Goose. A really nice guy. But no, we've not really had a conversation.
Okay.
But you know, like, I'm not really like a fan type of guy.
Yeah,
you know? I'm not just a mellow guy. If I see him, then I'll make it happen. Yeah. I'm not gonna reach out to him. You know what I mean? I just don't want to feel a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. And I feel a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. But
the
listen,
gym's here. Here, boss. Drop me here. Drop me here.
We'll be back.
Hi. Obviously, when I got a bit of motion dice and stuff. Your kids are training?
Yeah.
Where? This is yours?
Yeah.
This is your son? Are you on champ? You alright?
Yeah.
You boy. You doing a bit of training?
Yeah, trying.
Are you fasting?
Yeah, I am.
How you going?
How are you, bro? Hey, buddy, you alright? I think so. Very good. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, good. Big man, what's up, man? You lost some weight, bro. You look good, too.
You came on that.
How are you doing? How are you, bro? Huh? Tom, you good? You're training hard? Let's see, I want to see that you've got some weight as well. You're good, bro. I want to see them. Let's see you train. What are you saying, mate? I'm alright, yeah, we're just doing a podcast with the...
There you go, brother. You alright?
He's three brothers, so what's your brother is one English title, middle squad. You know, you used to start.
I've started training a little bit, yeah.
He's fighting that Jack Fincher from Love Island on the crypto show.
Okay, so what happened to Roy Jones?
He wanted more money.
Roy Jones wanted money. You're supposed to fight Roy Jones, you know that?
He wanted more money. He agreed to 500 and then he said that he wanted
Basically, I see what happened with Roy Jones and you. He overpriced himself.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight you.
He thought I'm a crypto dude, bro.
Yeah, he goes that when he saw you throw them punches, he's like, yeah, you know what, bro? Give that a miss.
Give that a miss.
Yeah, you're supposed to fight Roy Jones. You didn't do that.
Shit. Big name.
Shallow next, but look, take it easy to the next opponent. Don't do too good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hustle him. Hustle him.
I've had companies say hello, show the gym. This is Joe. Joe made all this happen. So the first guys to open a boxing gym in Dubai. Box IQ, we saw how good Box IQ was and we thought, you know what, we have to somehow get in with him.
Yeah, Amir runs the Amir Khan Academy for us as well. So yeah, we're developing the grassroots boxing for kids in the UAE. Yeah, Amir's backing it for us. So yeah, we're looking forward to growing it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
The stage of fighting and stuff.
So we have a little office room there.
Yeah.
We have all the meetings in there. The big $1 billion meetings.
I like the lighting.
It's beautiful.
Bro, that was a sick gym.
No, you like it?
I
It's
like
not
it a
too
lot.
big, not too.
No.
It's got everything in it.
It was perfect.
Oh, I should show you the steam. We've got steam room. We've got cold baths, 2 cold ice baths. We've got sauna in there. As
Yeah.
well. We've got a physio there called Enigma.
Yeah.
She's a physiotherapist.
I liked it. It was like, you know, here's the thing. The boxing gyms that you went to, grimy, smelly, disgusting.
now is different now.
That's luxury.
No, that is luxury.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
I mean, that's a gym that you want to go into. You feel clean. It's hygienic,
Yeah.
clean and everything. And there's always someone after every session
Yeah.
gives a
Yeah.
good wipe down and everything.
Yeah.
I remember the gym when I used to train, bro. It was dusty, dirty,
Yeah.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
But bro, this, incredible.
Oh, you like the drink?
I loved
What is
it. I
You
loved
like-
it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you like it.
Yeah, what do you mean you're surprised I like
Like,
this?
no,
It's your drink.
because obviously you like it a lot, man.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
You were taking photos of someone when I first took a sip. I'm not sure if you noticed. I was like, damn.
No way.
Yeah.
So look. So the protein one has a little bit more calories in it. Yeah, 80 because obviously you need to put the muscle back on and you need to put the mass on and everything
Sure.
else. Yeah. Put the energy in you. But the one with the other one has about 10 calories, which is the electrolyte one.
This is
So,
amazing. I really like
it.
this
Tastes
one.
nice.
It tastes amazing.
It's got everything you need in it. This has got 20
grams of, how many grams of protein? 20 grams of protein and 20 grams of collagen.
collagen. Good for your skin.
Yeah. Dude, this is incredible. So is this in Carrefour?
Carrefour, yeah, we've just done a deal with Carrefour.
No way.
We've just done a deal with Carrefour now.
Amazing.
So that's all good.
Good
that's
for
all
you.
Good, yeah. That's okay, man.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
I've got
Appreciate
you
that.
some more anyway.
Appreciate
you. Can't give
you.
them to your guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on. Let me feel it.
What?
Yeah, let me feel it. Give me
Punch
a
you?
punch. Yeah, give me
You
a
want
punch.
to die, bro? Do you want to die, literally? Yeah, you're
Go on.
crazy, bro.
Put me
I
in the-
swear.
put me
Nah,
in the finger.
I'm going to kill you, bro. I'm going to end up killing you. And you have a black and blue arm and everything. I hurt you, bro.
Yeah,
we've had such a good interview today, and you want to get punched at the end of it? Oh, the hell no. No.
Come on.
No, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you.
You know I had Marvin Vittori on the podcast, the UFC fighter.
Yeah?
Yeah, he punched me at the end. I was like, come on, give me one.
Sure.
He's like, all right, come on. And he was like real vicious with it as well. He's like, come on, give me a good angle. He's like, grab me, put me in the right position.
I bet you were thinking then,
And he went,
I fucked up.
Bang, like that. Nah, it's just a punch in the arm, dude. Come on. It's not in the face.
Yeah, true.
It's not in the face.
Yeah, true.
But dude, UFC and MMA and boxing are completely different sports. And,
Yeah, totally.
and we seen that on the weekend with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, you have to respect boxing. Look, I always think that boxing is the better discipline. You're only using your hands, so your upper body is going to be so much stronger. UFC guys are going to have they have to work on the lower body, the kicks, the grappling and everything. So they have to use different type of moves and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you can't really focus on just one discipline, you know, like just the punches. But what Anthony Joshua did, like we were talking about that just a bit before, was he put on his best performance against a hard guy, because this Ngannou is no joke. I mean, when he hits you, he puts you down and he'll hurt you.
He's got a hard punch.
He's got a hard punch, yeah, but obviously Joshua just stayed busy.
Yeah.
And long and
Yeah.
with that right hand.
And the finish was beautiful. Oh, it was beautiful. Listen, when I watched that finish, it reminded me of a Muhammad Ali moment where he hits one, walks away.
But that right hand he hit him with all his power in it. Like, you know, the twist from the hips, the legs.
Yeah.
Everything was in that shot.
Yeah.
Like, I know Ngannou was supposed to have a good chin as well.
Yeah.
But when someone like Anthony Joshua hits you, like Anthony Joshua hits a lot hard. He hits very hard.
Very hard.
Yeah, God has a lot of power, but you can just imagine he had everything in that shot. He put everything in it. And
When I watched that, I thought to myself, he's been through trauma recently. He's been through something because he's a different beast. And
yeah, definitely.
He's a different beast. He's been through something.
He had to be through something, because a lot of people were doubting him. Then obviously because he was like the big name in the UK as heavyweight, Fury took over that, and he was being seen as a coward, not fighting Fury. But there's a lot of politics to that, you know. And then obviously he had a couple of losses against Usyk, and them losses kind of thing took a lot out of him. Normally he can come back and win and beat the guy who's beat him, like last time. It happened with the short guy who knocked him out.
Yeah.
I think Joshua now, there's a new Joshua. I think this is going to only wake up the heavyweight division. It's going to make it more exciting, which we needed. And let's see what happens next, who he fights next, who Fury fights next, what's going to happen in that fight, what's going to happen in the AJ fight, and then are they ever going to meet in Wembley Stadium, which I think will be a massive fight for boxing.
Wow, that will be the holy grail.
That's it, man.
Jesus.
I mean, because they're beating everyone up the way I'm there.
Yeah. What's Saudi like?
Saudi is a growing market. What Turki Al Sheikh is doing is amazing. I like Turkey. I think he's a brilliant man.
Yeah.
Not many people know this, but you know, he messaged me back in the day. Can you perform heavyweight? I didn't get the message. I said, can you perform heavyweight? I said, no, I am lightweight.
Yeah.
You know what he meant by that, innit?
No.
Can you help make a fight in the heavyweight division, perform a heavyweight fight?
What do you mean?
Can you
put on weight and fight heavyweight?
No, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I'm a lightweight, I'm too small.
Yeah.
But he meant, can you perform heavyweight? Can you put on a fight, a heavyweight fight? So anyway, what happened was, then I got some other guys got in touch with me, Raiko and these other guys got in touch with me. Amir, can you get Tyson Fury? I said, yeah, no problem. Who wants him? Turkey wants him. I go, fine, I'll only do it if you guys are 100%. They showed me the paperwork, they said everything is done. I'm the one who made that phone call to Spence, to Tyson Fury's team. Said, listen, these guys are gonna come all the way to Blackpool. They're gonna sit there with you guys. I've told them you don't need to look at no other fighter. Fury is the man you need for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Boom. They went there, flew there within 10 days, the deal's done, signed off, boom.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Just like that.
Wow.
And then another deal, Tyson Fury's top rank deal, I got that done as well.
Yeah.
Because I was doing my deal with Crawford. And they said to me, do you know Tyson? I go, yeah. He goes, tell him. What the guy said to me was, you tell him how much you got paid for your fight against Crawford, Amir. Because Tyson ain't making that kind of money. But if he hears it from you, he's going to believe it. And tell him we want to sign him. Because he's a free agent. I made a phone call to Tyson, boom, boom, boom. That got done as well.
Done.
So it'll be good luck for Tyson.
Very good.
Yeah, it'll be very good luck, innit?
Yeah, you've been carrying his career then.
That, bro. He's going to watch that, I think, yo. But look, you know what, that's one thing about us fighters is that we will go out our way and help
Each other.
brothers.
Well, I just saw that. You call Mike Tyson just to wish him a good luck for his fight coming up. You know what I mean? There's like a brotherhood behind there.
So you know what Mike said to me? He loves me, basically. He goes, I love you, brother.
Yeah.
Because basically, I said to him, I go, look, I gave him this invitation where he can make some good money. He can make money. They pay him good money. They pay him like 200k, whatever it was. And so I said to Mike that, look, I've got this deal for you. And obviously sent me a voice note saying, thank you very much, this and another. Like, can you explain it? So when I explained it to him in the voice note, he texted me, look, I love you, brother. Yeah. So, you know, you look out for each other.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Look, because
I can see that.
You know, boxing's been good to me and done good to me. So now for me, I want to be good to everyone else. You know?
There's such a massive pay gap between MMA fighters and boxers.
Yeah.
Huge pay gap.
Massive pay gap.
Like-
This huge, bro. You know why it's big? Because I don't feel the fighters know the game, and there's only one promotional company. For example, UFC is the only promotional company.
Yeah.
What they say goes. Otherwise, the fighters have to leave UFC. They're not going to make the same kind of name
Impact.
and the same impact that UFC has.
Correct.
But with boxing, there's other promoters. Golden Boy Promotions, the top rank. Now you can even be your own promoter. It's just that boxing is a sport that they love to follow on television, and pay-per-view numbers are huge. People love to see fights. Boxing is a cleaner sport, but UFC is now slowly surpassing boxing. If you think about it, because they get more numbers on pay-per-view, they get in, but the fights get paid nothing. Like they'll get like, who makes the money is UFC. The fighters might only get like $500,000 for a pay-per-view fight, or $1 million the most, or $2 million the most. But I think the biggest one, might be wrong, it was $4 million. One of the guys got.
Would have been Conor McGregor.
I don't know who it was. after Conor, because Conor's deal's a little bit different to everyone else's, I heard.
Okay.
Because he's got a percentage of other things. But when it come to UFC, like the normal fighters have got the biggest they've ever paid is $4 million. This is what I've been told. And whereas boxing, and these guys get over 1 million buys. Now, if that was a boxing fight and they got 1 million buys, you know how much the guy will be walking out with? 25M.
Wow.
So that's the difference, 50M maybe. You know, that's the difference between boxing and
Jesus
MMA.
Christ.
It's just that the numbers in boxing are a little bit more reasonable
They don't
and
compare.
fairer. Whereas in MMA, in UFC own everything.
Yeah.
They dictate. You only get what they say.
Yeah. And who does that come down to? Is it Dana White?
I mean, look, it's a business for everyone. These guys are getting paid big money still, regardless of what they used to get. So
Sure.
they pay, for them, everyone's in a win-win, really. But Dana's gonna definitely. It was Dana's idea. Who put the idea of UFC? It was his idea to make it massive and make it an event instead of a fight. You know what I mean? It's an event now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone loves
Like a
it.
concert.
And I'm sure he's so busy. Like he flies to all these countries and he meets all the top dogs and signs them up, and then he has to pick and choose the right fights and the matchmaking. There's a lot that goes with it. So respect and credit goes to him, because he's made the sport big, and also he's giving these guys a platform. These Khabibs and Conor McGregor. Look how big they are as fighters now.
Yeah.
They're making more money now outside the MMA career. So really, it works both ways, isn't it?
Yeah. You get your clout, you make your name, and then you go off and you make money outside.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, how, obviously you became a champion at 18? You won the silver medal at 17. Like, how did you maneuver contracts and promotions and money and stuff like that? Like, was that hard for you to maneuver through that?
I was quite lucky because I had my dad and my family around me around that time, and they did all my deals for me, and they got the best lawyers. And one thing I want to say and the only advice I can give to a lot of these young fighters now is that get a good lawyer. If you get a good lawyer and a good accountant in life, it makes life so much easier, because the lawyer's going to look out for you to get you the best deal. The accountant's going to make sure he's going to try to save you the most money in your career. So there are two main important people that you need in your life. So overall, you need a good team to look over and get you the right deals and sit down with the right people and how they want to plan the deal out for you. So I had my team, my family looking after all that. They did everything for me. They put me where I am, and I mean, at the same time, we all enjoyed it. We all travelled. We all stayed in like huge suites, bro. Like my suite, like Vegas, would be like a 10-bedroom suite. Wow, bro. Like you would not realize how big it was. Put a cinema room in there. He had two massive dining rooms, had a huge kitchen in there. But like, I never knew there was rooms that big in hotels.
Wow, it sounds like a house.
Bigger than a house.
Bigger.
But the room must have been 20,000 square foot. Bro, that's big. Huge. On one floor, flat floor.
Huge.
And swimming pools, Fucking, I was in one place, I got put in one place one time, and they bloody had a pole in the room. No. I was like, oh hell no, we can't be having that in the room. You know what I mean? It was like Vegas is a wild place.
Yeah.
And then, so I've been very lucky where I've seen everything in life at such a young age, got to experience it all, and like now we're looking out the window. Look at these guys where they live in a small little box room, you know.
Yeah.
And these are the guys, and you feel for these. This is what keeps you humble. When you look at these guys and think, look, they got the clothes hung out on there.
Have you walked through there?
I go there Ramadan. So like it's Ramadan now, while we're in Ramadan, I normally go once a week and give food to them.
Nice.
Yeah, I give food. Do you want to come one day?
Yeah, 100%.
Really? Seriously?
I'd love to come.
Oh wow, that'd be nice then. Yeah,
I'd love to come.
Because I do a lot of that. Yeah.
Sure.
So I go to camps.
Yeah.
So they have like a camp place.
Yeah.
I go there, give food.
Sure.
I'll even sit and eat with them sometimes.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I'll come pick you up.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll roll in together if you want.
Yeah.
We'll put everything in the back. How many? Like, do we need a few cars?
No.
Just us.
No. My mates are already there set up.
So we just rock up there.
We just have to turn up there.
I'll come pick you up. I'll come pick you up.
Yeah. Money talks in this country.
100%.
You know that, innit?
100%.
So money talks. Look, it's sad to say, but I think that in life now, it's wherever you go. If you're dressed well, looking well, you know, it opens a lot of doors for you. Money opens you doors. You know, when people say to me that does money buy you happiness? Yes, it does. Who's like, look, man, when they say that money doesn't make you happy, that's bullshit. That is the biggest bullshit I've heard, because money is everything, really. You know what I mean? And people should not have that in their head that money isn't everything. Money is everything, because it keeps you going. You know, yeah, you got your religion, you got your faith and everything, but still, money has a massive part to play in your general lifestyle. You have to be hardworking, and yeah, you have to be like, for me, I'm a prize fighter, and I really believe that money has put me to this level where I'm at now. It changes me as a person, changes my attitude to things, changes the way people look at me, and they are with me. So it's because of what? Money.
You know, in where we're from, Australia, UK, right? There'll be a girl talking to a friend. She'll say, "Oh, I met this guy. His name is Jack. I like him. Oh, what does he do for work? He's a postman. He goes on his little bike and he gives mail. Oh, so cute. Here."
No, I was gonna say here.
Trying to tell that girl. Yeah.
She said something like,
"What?
What?
She was like, Fatima, what are you doing with him?
Yeah,
get rid of him. He's a postman. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But back where we're from,
what?
Doesn't matter.
It's a cute job.
Doesn't matter.
As long as you're working and you're doing something. See, the ladies there are a little bit different.
Yeah.
To here, you know what I mean? Here, because we're around rich people and you're around a rich society, you have to be a rich guy, or you have to have a job which is gonna be at the top.
Yeah. And also the other thing is, like, men must create their own value while women are born with it. So we must build ourselves. So there's a bit of, and there's so much competition here in Dubai.
You know what? And it's sad that, because really, if you think about it, what you said there is that women don't really need to have a good job. They just have to look good.
Yeah.
But you're saying basically, and that men have to be fucking working so hard all their life, then make them first million money, whatever, and then that's when they'll be comfortable for a woman to come into their life.
Exactly.
That's what basically, that's what Dubai, like, obviously some...
Yeah. Now listen, you have a very solid relationship, I would say.
Yeah.
How much of your success and where you are today do you owe to your wife?
Oh my God, so much. Yeah. You know what? Like, she does all my contracts.
Wow.
She's the one who motivated me to go back. I said, look, I want to fight, but I don't know how to do it. I've never done a camp like on my own. She set everything up for me, like bang, 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 bang. She went and had the meeting with the coach, because I don't know if I want to go with him, because I went with Tyson Crawford's coach, and I've never trained with him before. And I thought, because I've boxed him before, and I was at the press conference, I don't know if I'm going to like him. So my missus went to make that first meeting with me and him. And so she made that, she arranged all that. She arranged my training camp, she booked my Airbnb, she booked my trainer, my coach, my strength conditioner, she did my physio, she got me an in-house nutritionist that was looking after me. Then she looks after all the money side. Like, she made sure that all of them are being paid. I did not even have that worry that, oh, I have to pay someone today, I have to pay this person. She had all that boxed off. So look at it, bro, that way. She did everything for me. Wow. A lot of people think that, yeah, she lives her life, she does her makeup stuff, she does her, she styles, she loves her style, she buys the handbags and whatnot, she buys the stuff. But you know what, bro, believe it or not, she earns that herself. You know that not many people know this, but whatever my missus shows off or says she's getting or she's got, it's from her own money, not mine.
What?
Like, she's earned it herself.
No.
Like, so what I've said, what our rule is that whatever you earn yourself, for real, that is all yours. You do what you want with that. I'm never ever gonna question you. You do what you want with it, because really, I'm providing for you. You know what I mean? And I'm a man, you know what I mean? And I always wanted to, because you don't work. Because I've said to her, you don't need to work. You look at, as long as you look after the kids, get them the best education, you look after the tutors, look after the household, making sure that the workers, cleaners and everything is clean at the house and done properly, then yeah, that's all you have to do. But I should be providing for you really. But other stuff that she wants to enjoy herself with, buying handbags and all that, so be it. Like the other day she says to me that, oh, by the way, I just paid the kids for half term they paid by terms, don't they? For the schooling.
How many terms there? 4?
4, yeah. So they paid. She goes, I paid the quarter. No, why you pay for, like? She goes, I paid for my own account. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. I'm like, but then I know what you mean. Yeah, they're our kids, but it's just that I've provided for her, you know.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't work.
Yeah.
She just does stuff like the social media stuff and all that. She makes good money from, but still, you know, it's my time. It's me to provide for her, you know. So yeah.
What a queen.
But she's a good girl, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
Even I put her through I put her through some stress, man. I've put her through a lot of stress, and she's still been there for me, beside me. So respect where it's due, man.
Honestly, man, I know. Like, I seeing your daughters, obviously you guys, you know, it's all in the tabloids and stuff like that, the hardship you went through. And you're a rich man, not because of your car, not because of your house, not because of your money, because of those girls and your wife that you have.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, bro, I put my wife through so much. Like, you know what I mean? There was times where I accused her of things and stuff like that. And only why I did that was because I wanted to get away and enjoy myself and party and do wrongdoings. You know what I mean? And I remember when I did get away and I did that, but I felt empty. I really felt empty. Like,
you needed that. But I'll tell you something. You know why you went through down that road?
No.
Is because you fucking became champion at 17.
Yeah.
Bro, when I was 17, I was in a nightclub line trying to stay drunk by the time I got to the front. I got that out of my system when I was 17. You were in the boxing gym.
Yeah,
you
I
weren't drinking.
never enjoyed.
That's why.
Yeah, see, in my life, I've never drank.
Correct.
But the thing is, at the same time, I partied, but I never really enjoyed. You know, when my friends used to go out to clubs and parties or vacations or holidays, I couldn't go with them because I had training. I was in training camp. I have a fight coming up. I gotta go. I was an amateur then. And they were like, oh, bro, we're gonna go. Oh, we had a blast. And I'd be like, oh, fuck. But now, I'm at that stage now where I can go to any place I want. The doors open up for me. Mr. Khan, come. You got the VIP table for you. Half the place you don't even pay. It's crazy. You know, but that's why. And then we go back to where the wife, because I then wanted to catch up with what I missed. And that's when maybe I caused problems in my household. But no, she's a good woman, man. I've been very, very lucky. Like, she's always there for me, making sure everything's done for me. Like, I have no stress, honestly. Like, she's been in the UK now a week and I'm like losing my head.
Really?
I'm like thinking.
Lost without her.
Yeah. But,
you're so used to doing life with her.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Then you're just like, what do I do? It's like you've come out of the shower wet with no towel. And you're just like, fuck, what do I do?
What do I do? So I'm thinking, like, what do I do, bro? Like, you're not married?
No.
Nah.
I was engaged for 8 years.
Okay.
Been single for 2 years.
Okay, so wait till you're married. Were you living with her?
Yeah, of course. 8 years.
So 8 years, so you're living together and everything.
Yeah.
So you know, it's crazy because you get used to things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm that type of guy. I like things being habit and being comfortable. You know, being comfortable in life. I like just comfort. And happiness.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, you are right there because I just got you get used to it and you just don't want to. I hate change.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate as well. Change. I like to keep things the way they are. When I'm comfortable with it and I like it, I stick to it. Like there's this restaurant I'll go to, I'll always go to the same one because I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, okay.
You know
your order,
Yeah,
whatever you want.
They know when I walk in, they know
Yeah.
Mr. Khan's here and the
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So I'm that type of guy.
What do you do during summer? Do you stay in Dubai?
We normally travel a little bit because the kids are off school. So everything now revolves around the kids now. Because
Yeah, of course.
before it was all us, it was up to
course.
us what we want to do. But now we can't do
Yeah.
that because it's all about the kids schooling
Yeah.
and everything. So we'll probably travel because they'll be off school. We'll probably go UK for a little while.
Yeah.
See what's going on there. See my family, my mum and dad are there as well. And then my sister and brother, so see them. But then I have them, or sometimes they might come here to Dubai, and we just chill here with them in Dubai. I treat it like a holiday then. So I'll do like a staycation. I'll go to like hotels.
Yeah.
And we normally go like my favorite hotel is the Jumeirah Beach Hotel.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
always there, bro.
Yeah,
I love that place. You know, because
Yeah.
it's not too big,
Yeah.
but there's nice restaurants there.
Yeah. Next to
And the
Burj
kids
Al
love it.
Arab.
That's the one, yeah. And it's close by everything.
Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like the Atlantis is too big.
Yeah.
You get lost there.
Yeah. It's way too big.
yeah.
But the kids love it.
Kids love go
But
crazy.
the Jumeirah Beach Hotel's got that water park anyways.
Yes, it has. Yeah, it has.
That's good for family.
Yeah, it's got the water park there as well.
Yeah.
So what we normally do, we normally get like one of the beachcomber suites there, right on the floor. So you don't have to go up and down the lift. You do rooms right on the same ground floor, and then they have the club lounge. They love the kids because look, you know as well. Whenever, or these are some little tips for you. When you go to little vacation places, your kids are never gonna eat. They always just want to have quick bites. That's why the club lounge is like the ideal place for them. They just want to have a quick drink or bite of sandwich and they're gone.
Yeah.
So they want to enjoy themselves, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why now, before we'd be like, get a reservation at the top restaurants and the kids will never come there. Or they'll come for 5 minutes, have one chip and gone.
Gone.
And
Yeah,
you've
of
paid
course.
for like a whole bloody meal, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now the kids are like, yeah.
Have you taken the kids to Dera Island?
I've not, no.
Dude, take them to that hotel at Dera Island. Now, it's not luxury,
Right.
right? Because my business partners has, did they see it?
594. Thank you, boss. Thank you very much. Sorry, boss. Yeah, thank you.
I said to him when I rocked up, I said, do you know Amir Khan? He goes, yeah. He goes, but I need the route and villa number. I was like, okay, the Amir Khan the boxer. He goes, yeah, of course I know Amir Khan. I know he lives here. I just don't know the number.
Yeah.
I just thought, yeah, this is the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, take him there. It's not very fancy, but the kids love it. Dera
Look,
Island.
You know, now it's got to a stage where everything I do is for the kids.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah. Listen, you've lived a very fulfilled life,
Alhamdulillah, bro, I have.
honestly.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do for others now. You know what I mean? That's why I've got the charity foundation where I want to do for other people to live that good life now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like building houses for poor people and going to different countries. Yeah, my brother's doing the same thing. My brother's just in Bangladesh now as we speak, doing charity work. So yeah, man.
Yeah, honestly, like at 37, the amount you've accomplished to get to here and now.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy, dude, because you're still young.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
still so young.
Sometimes you're forgetting it, how old you are and stuff
Honestly.
like that. But yeah.
So yeah,
It's
good.
been good. It's been good. God's been, look, the way I look at it is God's been kind. You know, when a guy's got a good heart and you're good by heart and you're good by your nature and your
Correct.
personality.
What did
God
I say
helps
to you? What did I say when I woke you up? When I picked you up? When
What?
the girls came out?
What is it?
When God loves a man, He gives him daughters.
Yes.
Last question about boxing before you go, because we're at your house. Tell me about the sparring you've done with Manny Pacquiao. Could you take him?
Beast.
Have you
know
taken
what?
him?
In sparring, bro, I did probably take him, yeah.
Yeah,
In
okay.
sparring, but it was crazy. Like we had wars, bro. Like literally, like then they got to a stage where they didn't want us to fight each other or spar each other. Like it got really personal.
Did it?
Because what happened was there was talks in the newspapers that these two can fight each other. They're both world champions in the same division. That fight can happen.
Yeah.
But they train with each other, they spar with each other, they're friends.
Yeah.
So then slowly, his team will tell my team, so we can't spar each other now. Because it could be a fight in the future.
Yeah.
The trainer then said to me, Freddie Roach, I remember very clearly, he goes to me, I wouldn't want it to happen, but if it happens, I'll not be in anyone's corner, I'll sit on and enjoy it. I'll just watch. But respect to Freddie Roach there as well, because he's been with Manny for a long time, but he's with me for like maybe in total 9 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
But with Manny, he's been with him all his life, but still, for him to say that, even if he might have not meant it,
Yeah.
it was nice, you know, to
Of
hear.
course.
But Manny is a legend. I was with him just in Saudi Arabia last week, and what he did in the sport was amazing. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in boxing.
That's a fight that should have happened.
It should have happened, yeah.
That's a regret. That
You know, Manny is very similar to me. We have a similar fighting style, but at the same time, personality-wise, he's a very nice guy.
Really?
Like, yeah, just like me, bro.
He seems like a very nice guy.
Very fun, very funny, very chill.
Christian.
Yeah, very Christian as well.
Yeah.
But now he's a politician, obviously.
Yeah.
Politicians have to be a little bit more serious in it.
Yeah, of course.
But sometimes I can see, like, one year, once you have a laugh with him, he's like opens up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But that's in us all, you know.
Yeah. Listen, fuck, like,
we
spent
could 4 hours. 4 hours, bro. You know, we could have done another 2 hours easy, bro. Or 3 hours, bro.
Bro, I feel like I've just linked up with my old brother from like, I haven't met.
No. But it's nothing, bro.
Appreciate
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Honestly, I had so much fun, bro.
Appreciate you.